Alright, let's get this sound working. Excuse me. Hello all. Getting started a little early because we got some settlement work to do before the stream. So, as usual, if you guys could let me know if you can hear me. We're going to do the wait till 9 to get back into the questing, but I found out in some test running that I'm about to lose a couple of settlements, so I need to go fix that. Because we are going to need some serious settlement power by the time we get to HQ. So I'd rather not cheat at HQ, since I think it's pretty important that I show off how it's meant to be played, given a lot of folks struggling with it. If anybody there in text chat can hear me, please let me know, because I constantly tinkering with my equipment. Never certain if I got it all set up correctly. Alright, I think I keep doing this over and over again. I come back in here looking for a level up and then remember, oh no, I'm waiting till level 18 to get 3 perks all at once. Alright. How's the volume check? Is the volume of me versus the game a good mix right now? Where am I right now? I think I'm just going to go claim this map marker over here so that I can do this quest later. Oh, and I think that might be a settlement, actually. This is a settlement right over here. Volumes are good, fantastic. Alright, let's do our normal checks of, oh yeah, it's Green Top Nursery. Okay, let's do our normal checks of, did I remember to turn on all the things? So we need some subtitles on, good. Hitting record, because that's the one I always forget, and then poor Luke has to work with my low quality footage. We'll go ahead and record and we'll burn some hard drive space. That's what it's there for. Alright, well we might as well claim, so I'm not going to do that interview because that is quest content I want to show off to everybody starting at 9, but can we just claim this? No? What do you think?
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my husband.
They've kidnapped your husband. Calm
It's
down,
okay. You just need to tell me what happened.
They said they'd be back for ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him. But I don't have that kind of money.
I guess we could just buy this. Or I could just keep cheating.
Do you know where they took him?
I'm pretty sure. I'll mark it on your map.
Sure.
Don't worry.
I'll say I'll help. I don't know what I'm actually do with this.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I didn't know what
I was gonna just immediately
just bring him back
build
safe. Okay.
a city plan desk here, but I just realized like one of the reasons that we're losing. Oh, and I got Jake with me. One of the reasons we're getting ready to lose settlements is because I have not enough resources for them to build up. And a couple of other problems. So 10 Pines Bluff, I know in my test save was the first one that I started to lose. So let's go play with that one. So one of the things, so I've been starting to take notes about, I've talked about it a lot, I'm going to do a big city plan patch where I kind of like overhaul a lot of the way city plans work. And one of the things I'm going to do is make sure that they work really well in automated fashion for most people by default. And then people who want it a little more hardcore can set it that way. Because I think most of us, when we build a city plan and assign a leader, we're like, I don't have time to manage the settlement, you just do it. And we're hoping that that settlement will build itself up naturally and get cooler. And by the default settings, it's very difficult for that to actually occur. So one of the things I decided we're going to do is make sure that the radio beacons are always automatically self-powered, because by default they're not. And so if the city plan had funky wiring like this one happens to, or if the settlement ran out of power, then you can end up with a recruitment beacon that does nothing, and that's not very useful. So then you come back and it's always the same number of settlers. So that was the problem with 10 Pines. And also I'm gonna, since we did a single level city plan, there's no reason for me to leave a city leader in place. And I think I had unassigned him from this, but there was a bug in the code at the time that made it not work correctly, and I'm pretty sure I fixed that. I'm using the 2.02 patch on here, so I've actually got there's so many fixes in the next patch. It's gonna be a real good patch. Let's see here. Dismiss city leader. Yes, dismiss.
I knew you would help us.
Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Alright, you're the one who was the leader, I think. And you're not sending anything. Alright, so we're going to make you... We need you on the caravan connection. Get over here. And then we need to swap this thing for a... We don't need charisma here. We're nowhere near needing charisma. So let's turn this into just a standard relaxation plot to get that happiness boost. To cover our butts while we're failing. Chuck Boris, thank you for the donation. Hi, how are you, good sir? I'm very good, thank you. I'm excited for tonight. I haven't talked to Tom in a long time. So we had this when we first started casting for Sim Settlements 2. Oh, I don't know if building materials, bummer. All right, let's see what I can scrap. We first were casting for Sim Settlements 2. We were on the real tight time crunch because we knew we were going to release on bomb drop day, or maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't at that point. But anyway, we knew we were going to be on a tight schedule for the voice actors. They had a ton of stuff to record and not a lot of time to do it. And I remember having a little powwow with Tom, who did Jake's voice, and Greg, who did old Paul's voice, and I think the guy who, there was a different guy. So a fun development note. So the Ron actually makes a tiny appearance in Conqueror just as a voice in a holotape. And we had used a different voice actor for it, and the way we had written him for the holotape, it worked, but the way we wrote the character in person, the actor's voice wasn't quite working, so we had to replace him. But I remember that voice actor from the Conqueror, the Ron, was in that meeting too. And that was the last time I spoke to Tom, so it's been like before, at least in voice, and we've chatted in text, but in voice chat. So I haven't talked to him in ages, so I'm excited to do so tonight. And hopefully raise a little charity money. So any of you guys who wants to do save your super chat cash for charity and want to hear something spoken cool in a Jake voice, that's what we're gonna do tonight. I agreed to, I'm kind of doing a Jake reading tweets in the form of super chats, a way to raise some money for whatever charity Tom is interested in. He told me what it is, but I can't remember right offhand. I think it's something to do with it's a mental health organization. And yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be cool to hear Jake saying whatever random stuff you guys come up with. Let's see. I also am hoping to show Tom some fan art of Jake. There's some really cool stuff out there that I bet he's not seen yet. I think he'll be pretty pumped to see that people love Jake enough that they actually built they've done fan art above him. Okay, so I think we're gonna kind of cheat here and do some past time just because I want some stuff to build here. Okay, good. We got a third person, and they built a home over there. We've got some food. We got some water. We need some defense. All right, where's our third settler at? I don't want this place to. I don't want to lose control of this place. Where are you, Mr. Settler? Actually, I think I might have a town meeting gavel on me. No. Oh, here he is. They got assigned to the food. Let's see. So one of the things that can get real wonky with food and water, and it can be jarring, is if you have caravan set up, is you can be, when you're sharing, it'll actually reduce the food number, so it'll look like you're producing less. So you got to kind of count on your. See, this is actually producing 7, even though it shows only making 4 here. That means the other 3 is being shared to another settlement that needs it. So let's see which one of these guys is producing more food here. How about you? What do you got for me? You've got an endurance of 2. Guess what? You have been demoted, I guess, to security. We need some defense here. Thank you. This place is actually ready to upgrade. Just needs more happiness and defense. And of course, I'm not going to have enough scrap for that. So yeah, we're going to, we'll just pass some time here. I can use some resource boons. Oh, actually it is building. Huh. I guess I happen to have enough for that little thing. Just not enough for, I forgot, I made, some of the basic plots are super, super cheap. I think it's the recreational because it's extra. This is not particularly cheap. Learn Woods. I put some fan art of Jake on my SS head commission on the forums. Forum name is Send Help or Caffeine. Cool. I think once Tom joins, but he's going to join up around 10:30. Excuse me. So in just under 2 hours, I'll probably start asking people to post links to any they know about. Somebody did one on our Patreon server. I don't know if they'll want me to share it or not yet because it wasn't done, but it looked so cool. They did a crochet like stuffed animal of Jake, and it's like really good. I was very impressed with it because I know nothing about crocheting. I just, it seems like something that's hard to do. So I was very impressed with it. Fernando Lopez, hello King Gath, and to the chat, how is everyone? Thank you for everything you and the team have done. I've fallen back in level playing Fallout 4 thanks to SS2. Finally caught the live stream. Awesome, welcome. Tony 2013 FL, hi. Hello to you, sir. Okay, let's see. I finished setting up security. Great. Cool, that almost filled our meter there. All right, let's do a little pastime to generate some resources. Yeah, Yogi, this is the base city plan, so which I'm finding out has some bad wiring in it, which I didn't realize. I don't know if it's we need a new tool. I think this is one. We have a. I've been trying to recruit a tool developer, and we got a few people kind of trying out for the role right now. I need a better tool for updating city plans, because updating existing ones inside the base mod is nightmare fuel. It's so obnoxious to do that I just don't ever do it. Which is why there are bugs in the ROTC city plans to this day, even though those were made in what, 2018? Because it's just so obnoxious to update them. Yeah, Mod Hunter, thank you. I did start recording. I have a hard drive set aside now for storing all my video footage, so that I don't have to worry about it so much. Because that was kind of my reasoning of waiting till the last minute, because I was like, oh, I don't want to fill up my hard drive. But now I bought a second hard drive to stick all that stuff in. Joyce Ariel finally gets a log at the right time. Thanks for talking, Geth. Thank you for joining us. For those of you guys waiting for the proper stream to get started with the quests and stuff, we'll get that started at 9 o'clock right now. I'm just kind of getting some of my settlements fixed up because I've been ignoring them, and it's really important to me that we play HQ properly, because I know a lot of folks are finding it obnoxious to play with, and so I want to be able to like make sure what I'm showing people is like how it's meant to be played when we get to it. And part of that is making sure you have a lot of surplus resources. So I am going to be setting up a bunch of more industrial today in these 20 minutes, and then we'll see where we're at with story content. But I remember in one of my test saves, or testing of taking my Let's Play save and moving forward with it, I kept losing 10 pines, so I thought this would be a good one to start with. Let's not lose our settlements here. But now we've got, let's see here. Okay, we got 3 people here. There's Sherwood Hoverland. It's really interesting. Like I haven't been playing like this in ages of playing SS2 with not focusing on settlements. Like it's just the first time I've actually sat down and played through the mod outside of testing. And so not focusing on settlements, I'm finding like some little interesting things that come up if you don't build a bunch of industrial. Like you never know what settlement is going to happen to claim the building materials that get built. So it's interesting to see, like I'll get a burst of activity at Sunshine, then a burst of activity at Oberlin the next day, which is kind of funny. So I need to, it's clear to me we did not build nearly enough industrial, but I was kind of, not focusing on settlements at all, which we're going to rectify that now. All right, let's head over to Abernathy. I think that was my next one that was really bad. Need some work. Let's see here. Chuck, Boris, what made you guys decide on choosing the Gunners as the villains of SS2 story? Well, so for the longest time we had written, we had a version of the SS2 story where we were going to try and kind of integrate with the main story and use those as the villains like the base game did, but we realized that in order to do it justice, we needed to pick one, and then that kind of destroys the player agency, because the player is supposed to choose who the villain is and who the good guys are in the main story. So we needed a villain that didn't work, or that wasn't, we needed a villain that the player didn't have necessarily a choice in, and the Gunners were just a really underdeveloped faction, and they had a lot of room to grow, so we went with them. Jim Simon, I'm a little late to the party. What did I miss? You're not late, actually. Like, this is just kind of, I'd say this is the pre-game. So until 9 o'clock, I'm just kind of dinking around. Right now, I'm trying to fix my settlements because I kind of left them in shambles. And in one of my test runs, I lost control of 10 pines. So I need to fix that. So I realized that most of my settlements don't actually have power in their recruitment beacons. So I'm not getting any new people, which makes it very hard to keep doing stuff. And I know like she is assigned to like random melons that are laying around on the ground, which need to fix that. So right now I'm just kind of trying to fix my settlements here. Let's see, we've got a caravan services, we've got enough food, we've got enough water. So power is a problem, but I'm not super worried about power yet. So we are going to put you on industrial. Okay, perfect. Here's the building materials. That is what we want. We need more building materials. I guess I just pulled her off some food though, so maybe I'm going to be short now. Let's go check. Let's see. Kez Daddy, thank you for the donation. Thank you to the team and volunteers for fixing the long save bug. My Duolingo ranking will never look as good again. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the donation and the support. I'm glad we fixed that too. That was like existential crisis level issue to me. Like it was painful. Okay, that was probably the sanctuary beacon, so I think this one is on the roof here. So I'm gonna get up here and fix this. Where is, or do we, I know we have a beacon. There it is. Yep, and not paying attention where my footing is. Alright, is there anything I can plug this into? Oh my god, again. I've been thinking about installing Workshop Plus because it would be useful to make sure that all my mods work together nicely. I just haven't done it yet. I did install SS2 Extended today, which I hadn't been using prior because, again, I was trying to keep variable. Or maybe, no, maybe I was using that before because I think I showed you guys the custom explosions. There was something. Oh, I installed a new patch today that hasn't even available publicly, which I'll tell you guys about in a minute. Let me get this working. Come on. Attach wire. No? Doesn't want to attach? Okay, we'll just build you a custom little generator and see if I have enough resources for that. Yeah, you can have your own private generator, so we don't worry about, nope, we don't worry about losing recruitment. Alright, and I fall off the roof again, but that's okay. Alright, now we're going to cut you loose from this thing, because I don't want anyone taking your power. There we go. Yeah, my character's a little drunk today, Jim. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Got some more building materials. Oh, this bug right here with the number overlapping the class drives me insane. I have no idea why. The code, as far as I can tell, is solid, and obviously it's not because this isn't working. Hopefully, somebody else who can program, who's got access to the source, will figure it out eventually. I've tried fixing it like 5 times, and it's yet to take. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's see here. So, okay, we've got some more construction materials. What's the next settlement down our list here? Let's show supply line so I can see my settlements easier. Whoa, come on, unzoom. There we go. Sunshine. Yeah, we can go check in on Sunshine. Let's see, Starlight. Starlight's straight garbage too. I guess we got a lot to check in on. I just want to get more people coming in because then I can have more room to do stuff and start building up more industrial. Question WI, I have a question about the heal option and the R key. The vanilla game uses it to reload weapons, so how do I get it to work with the settler disease? It's like an alternate activation thing when you get close to them. So I'm told that it'll conflict with any other mod that adds an alternate activation, and there's a lot of mods that add those. Even Workshop Plus, which is one of my Workshop mods, even that adds something that will conflict with the disease cure. And I've got it on my list to get the disease cure trading thing working again so that people have another option. I just haven't figured it out yet. Let's see here. Oh, I mentioned a patch earlier. So in SS2 Extended in 2.02, we've got a ton of new outfits. Festmods is on our team, and he created a boatload of outlets for settlers, and they are going to be injected into the clothing store by default because the settlers use a leveled list for outfits that's actually shared by pretty much everyone in the game. So we didn't want to inject to that automatically, but there's a patch to inject, and so I'm using that so that there'll be a little more variety in our character outfits for random NPCs. Where is my beacon? Oh, there it is. I see it up on top of the screen. So my bet is that that's not plugged in because it has not been plugged in anywhere. Chuck Boris, it's probably late to even bring this up, but a Russian character settler in SS2 would be quite awesome. Yeah, I think it's a little late for that. I think all of the characters that are coming as SS2 are in development already, and I don't believe any Russian characters are coming. I'm curious. I don't know. There's a character we have that is that would, based on name, would work with an accent, but I don't know if that's the direction we're going or not. There we go, recruitment beacon. That should get us some more people pretty much immediately here, which will be great. And then I can build up some industrial plots. And if I remember the design of this city plan, I think it has some industrial right over here. But yeah, there's one that says machine parts in the icon, but this building looks like building materials. Let's see here. What does it say? Machine part salvage yards. Did we screw up the model? That can't be right. Let's refresh. I'm wondering if maybe we mixed up the models at some point and it's just been the same model on both, because the yeah, that doesn't seem right. I wonder if I gotta put that on my list. It looks like we've got the building materials plan, like the model for it and everything, but it says that it's machine parts. But I shouldn't even have. Yeah, what is going on here? I gotta add this to my bug list. Yeah, machine parts salvage yard. It looks like it's using the building materials, building models and stuff. Let's see. Machine parts salvage yard using BM model and stage items. And that might just be a display issue. Like, it might actually not be this building plan, and the issue might be a display issue, but need to look into it. Actually, we'll do a save here for that. Welcome, everybody. We'll get started on questing in a little bit here. Just wait until 9 o'clock comes around. Save. Machine part plot as BM models. Well, that BM models, that doesn't sound right. All right. Let's see if we got some more people yet. Oh, a lot of King Gath messages here. Let's see. Best way to make sure. Oh, thank you, Canuck. Always on the ball with that message. Jason Locrantz, has there been any word on the integrating the long save fixed DLL into Buff Out 4? Has been a godsend in general. Anyways, so Nukem submitted it to Ryan. Ryan runs Buff Out 4 for merge, but as last I checked, it hasn't been merged yet. So I'm sure Ryan's just been busy or wants to deep dive into the code and make sure it's good. I don't know, but I'm sure it'll get integrated at some point. It's a good fix. Like, Nukem knows what he's doing. Why did we not get any other settlers? Usually you'd get as soon as you power up a beacon, you should get a couple of settlers almost immediately. Maybe this was my one from the one the beacon powered and I'm just being impatient. That could be that. Okay, we're gonna pass some time because I need another settler here. We need to get some more. In fact, I'm gonna change that one to building materials because it irritates me a lot that is showing machine parts. And I also don't need any machine parts anytime soon. I am way down in the tech tree. Siliphin, how does supply lines work? Can't seem to work. What can be seen on mine? So basically, if you build 2 caravan services relatively close to each other in the game, they should connect a supply line, or you can just use vanilla supply lines. But if you want to have all of the sim settlement stuff connect together, if you want to have like so if you want to have that stuff on the right there, all of our virtual storage connect together, then you got to have the caravan services plots to share it. And basically these should just auto connect to each other. All right, let's do some pastime. A little cheating action. I find pastime is the least cheaty thing I do because that's just like going to a bed and sleeping. Just saving me a few seconds to find a bed or a chair. Alright, do we get a settler? And if not a settler, I will accept at least some junk. There we go, junk going up. And then that junk's going to go straight down again because I'm sure there's stuff that's waiting to be built in every settlement right now because I did not go hard enough on industrial. Jim, yeah, I did hit record. Thank you for reminding me, though. Let's see. Riley Fisk, on my first playthrough, I unlocked almost all the basic industrial plots, but on my own playthrough, I just unlocked organic. Is there a glitch or I have not met something? So each of the industrial plots up to rare materials unlocks by getting the next, either, I think it's like getting the next one up to level 2 or building 2 of it. I can't remember which. It's all laid out on the wiki. I'm sure somebody could snag you a link a little bit. We've laid out all the unlock requirements on the wiki if you want to read about it. Give me a settler game. Yeah, see, my building materials immediately went down to 22 again because what I'm really curious about is why am I getting machine parts? I don't have a machine part collector built yet. I have that on my notes to investigate. I think there might be some sort of weird bug going on with refunds or something where if you get a refund, it's refunding with the daily incrementer. So we have like these little counters. Oops. Rescue settler. Oh no, I failed to rescue that settler. They died. I didn't know that could happen. I've never ignored one of these radiants for that long. Oh well. Anyway, we have these, like, for everything. So if you think about, like, copper and steel and wood and all the different resources, we have these 2 values for them. And one of them counts how much it should increase each day, and one of them counts on how much you have. And I think it's possible if we are accidentally, with the refunds, if we're accidentally refunding with the daily amount, we might be creating, instead of a refund, a permanent daily update. So look at that, my machine parts keeps going up, but I don't have any machine part production, so something weird's going on. So I gotta look into that. And I think late in my tests I even got it up to the point where it was doing that with rare materials too. I was like, well, that's not possible. I definitely don't have rare materials unlocked. Something funky going on with the resources. Something funky. But that's been the story since SS2 launch. There's always some little quirk with resources. That resource code is so insanely complicated because we wanted to support the 3 different levels of complexity. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's see here. Oh man, I'm falling behind on messages here. Quester, I'm having that problem with settlers. I have a beacon up and power, but there are no settlers showing up. I've waited 3 in-game days and nada. Yeah, it's the base game rules are that settler recruitment speed is tied to happiness. So the best thing that you do to get your settlers showing up is to work on your happiness. In fact, what I'm going to do is switch to this thing. Oh, this is actually a really good training plot, though. Endurance is really good because it'll keep you guys from getting sick. But we can't afford that right now. We need some relaxation for that happiness boost. Oh, Phil Hermsmeyer, thank you for the donation. Question I wanted to ask in Census 1. After 200 years, could settlers build with Institute materials such as glass, concrete, steel? I like to play the Evil Institute as Victor occasionally. I mean, that's where add-on packs come in. I think there is an Institute add-on pack. I don't know if it got ported to SS2. I think it did. Most of the add-on packs have gotten ported. But that was kind of the idea of the add-on pack system, was people could build whatever they want. They could design however they want. And then we have this thing. Let's see. Do I have a city planner's desk here? I imagine I do because I had a city plan built. If you go on the desk here under building plans and set up themes, you can set up themes. You can blacklist plans so that your settlement will only use those types of things. Now, of course, that relies on the community actually having created enough of those. We don't need a city leader here. Creating enough of those things, of different building plans. And if they didn't, well, making building plans is actually super easy, so anybody can do it. You could do it yourself. You could help the community out making more cool Institute stuff. If you want to learn how to do that, there's a whole tutorial series on the wiki, and I promise you, everybody who has done an add-on pack, I would say 90, if not 95% of the add-on pack creators had 0 experience making mods prior. So it's a really good way to learn modding too, if you're interested in that. Let's see here. Not crazy. How to HQ question. If the part where it asks you to send 2 visitors there does not pop up, just ask you to build living quarters, does it break the mission? Nope. It'll basically show you one or the other. If you have no space for more people, it'll say build living quarters, and then once you build living quarters and you have space, then it'll switch to recruit 15 people, and it'll go back and forth. Just to make sure you don't run into an issue with trying to recruit people, running around, and not actually having any space for them. That was something we changed during testing because the testers were like, well, it says recruit 15 people, but it won't let me recruit anybody. And it was because they didn't have living space. Sebo, you know I'm not answering that question. Sebo is one of our team members, and there's a running joke that the team wants me to declare a favorite on the stream. I don't think they actually want that, but that question gets asked literally every stream. Z Games, you not sleeping to pass time has ruined my immersion, and as such, I storm outraged. I'm not sure many of us mind you cutting a few corners here and there to keep up amazing work. Thank you. Yeah, I figure you guys would rather me cut the corners and keep things moving along. All right, we're going to do one more pastime, hoping here to get that other settler because it's about to hit 9 o'clock, and then we want to get back into some questing here. I'm happy we fixed at least 2 settlements, though. So we'll have more people showing up at Abernathy and 10 Pines, and I won't lose 10 Pines now. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. As you can see, I am not where we left off last time. I decided to spend the pre-show before we got started. I always will log on a bit before 9 o'clock every Wednesday, just to look at where my save's at and play around in settlements a little bit and whatnot. And I decided today I would do a little building up of my settlements because we're going to need massive amounts of building materials to do HQ properly later. So I want to start kind of setting the stage for that. So I'm probably going to try and find some more time to play off cam and work on my settlements, at least get these city plans moving, because it takes a little bit of finagling to get them going. They very rarely just build correctly out of the box. Like, they'll start building, but then until you get enough people there, they kind of stall out. So you got to make sure, you know, the recruitment beacon's working and that they have basic happiness covered. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But for those of you new to the stream, basically this is going to be about an hour and a half of me playing the mod. So I'll be playing side quests, main quests, mostly focused on chapter 2 content now. And then at the end of that, if we're still having fun, still enjoying these live streams, I'll go back and do a lot of the chapter 1 content that I skipped. So that would be like some of the side quests and all the recruitable settlers and whatnot. If you want a simpler version of this, you don't want to listen to me chat and stop all the time, and then check in on Mondays. There's a stripped down version of the stream where it's focused almost entirely on the gameplay. And let's see, tonight at 10:30, Tom Schalk, I think that's how you say the last name, who is the voice of Jake, is going to join me, and we're going to do something special tonight. So we so far it's been just other members of the team, and we just kind of get on and talk a little bit, and it's kind of a pseudo podcast, and we'll engage with you. But basically at 10:30, I quit playing the game, and then we just go kind of hang out and talk. So it'll be in this case, it's going to be with Jake's voice actor. We're going to talk about, you know, his experience with working on the mod. And I'm hoping to show him some of the fan art you guys have created, because it's really amazing that you guys are creating fan art for a mod, fan art for fan art, effectively. And I think it'll be fun to talk with them. But we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a super chat for charity. So basically, once Tom comes on, any more super chats that come in, we're going to send those over to a charity of Tom's choosing, and we're going to have Tom read those super chats in Jake's voice. So if you have something you really want to hear Jake say to you, maybe we whisper some sweet nothing into your ear, that'll be your opportunity to do so. There will be some regulations on that. We're not going to have him saying stuff he's uncomfortable with, or you know, saying stuff that's going to get this channel banned. But Tom seemed to be the end of the idea, and so I think we'll have some fun with that, and we'll see how we do. But that's going to happen at 10:30. So for now, we're going to just play through some chapter 2 content. And the one thing you guys should know who are new here is I'm really bad at paying attention to more than one thing at a time. So I'm going to focus on the game. The only time I'm going to check chat is to call out super chats. We take all of that money before 10:30. We're going to take all that money. Actually, I'm probably going to give all, let's be honest, I'm going to probably give all super chats to charity tonight, because it just feels, I feel charitable tonight. I feel like it's weird to like cut it off and say, oh, only half the money goes to charity. But I will answer super chats immediately. Generally, the way we do super chats is all that money goes into a pool that we use for funding some settlements. So we pay for equipment, pay for server costs, or in this recent case, we pay for bug fix bounties, stuff like that. And that's usually what we do with super chat money. So thank you to those of you guys who are donating that way. And it is a way to kind of skip the queue. Otherwise, come 10:30, I'm going to flip the switch, and instead of focusing entirely on the game, I'm going to focus entirely on you guys, or a mix of you guys and the guest. So let's see. Speaking of super chats, Chuck Boris, yes, story time, my favorite. Yeah, I got lots of stories to share. All right, let's see here. Let's go to, I had a quest I was about to, oh yeah, we were gonna, so I happened to be right over here by Vault 75, and I've got this green top nursery thing over here. This is one of Alyssa's quests. So this is one of the Concord characters that we're still working on. And then eventually we'll go back to Concord and we can turn in her quest. And I think we're on the middle of Dark Horizons, which is why Jake is just hanging out with us. All right, so we got to interview some people for this journalist.
Hey. Oh. Are you here about the muties? Did Alyssa send you?
Whoa, that is a lot of speech checks. I don't know what I should say.
It can't be that bad.
I'm not so sure now. It's pretty cold at nights. Maybe a new jacket to keep me from freezing to death would help to refresh my memory.
We got to find you a jacket. Let's see if I might just have one. Let's see.
Oh. Are you here about the muties? Did Alyssa send you?
Let's see here.
Can you tell me about them?
Oh. Well, I mean, well, it was like this. We had things pretty good. Mom and Dad had found us a nice apartment. It wasn't too damaged, and, well...
I think the volume on this character might be a little loud.
We had raided the other apartments
player.
and managed to scrape up everything we needed, but it didn't last long. One day, my friend and I were on lookup in a boarded-up old grocery store. We were just sitting there when, like, I don't know, 10 of those muted bastards just walked up to the front door of the block and just smashed it in like it was a piece of paper. I panicked because I had to warn Mom and Dad. But there's no way I was going to sneak past 10 angry muties. I bolted up the fire escape, but when I got to the window of our apartment, I could hear the horrible bellowing and roaring coming from our living. I saw my parents ripped apart. I mean, how does that happen? It's burned into my brain. I close my eyes at night, and it all plays out like some horror show. Over and over and over again. Been living on the streets ever since then. Chet helps with the thoughts sometimes.
Man, I've never heard this guy's. He's got quite a bit to say.
I better get back to my hole before someone steals it.
I remember in testing, people were talking
Make
about
sure people know about
trying to
this.
figure out what jacket you could give him. I thought that was a mandatory thing. Apparently not. So I'm learning stuff too tonight. Let's see. Voice of the Commonwealth First Edition. Find Ricky. It still does say find Ricky a
We
jacket.
could really use your help.
I wonder if I still have to. Glad
I'd
to
be
help.
glad to.
Oh, is this going to be another
Tell me what's
quest I'm going to
going
fail?
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Going to be another.
Let me know if
I
you
wonder
want
if that. Maybe that one you can't fail. I know that I let a poor settler die because I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's see. What do we got in the way of jackets? Or do I even have to do that? I'm not actually certain. Interview the subjects for Alyssa. Find Ricky a jacket. Well, his map marker's gone, so we're gonna assume we don't have to do it. Let's see. Goodneighbor. Interview subject for Alyssa. Yep, off to Goodneighbor. Here we go. Because I did get that map marker last time. I think last stream at the height of 9 o'clock, I was desperately trying to find my way into Goodneighbor. Oh, yep, I get to deal with. Wait,
Hey,
what
hold
are those
up
two
there.
people doing?
First time in Goodneighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Oh, give me a.
You better back off, or you're the one who's going to need insurance.
Well, hey.
Give me those
all
speech
right.
checks. Yes.
We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Who are these two people?
Someone steps through the gate the first time.
Simone and
they're a
Wolfgang.
guest.
Wait, what?
Lay off that
Are these two?
extortion crap.
Aren't these
What do
two
you
supposed to
care?
be at Drumlin
He ain't
Diner?
one of us.
No love for your
Is this
mayor,
broken?
Finn.
Or is this
I said
normal?
Let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about.
Come on,
Let me
Hancock.
tell you something.
Knife him. And then I want to find out why Wolfgang is here.
Now, why'd you have to
Oh, I
say
did the
that,
peaceful
huh?
resolution. You're right. I don't think I've ever done the
Hard
peaceful
over
resolution. It's probably the
here.
first time.
Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's got to make a point sometimes. You all right?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you.
Carvach, thanks for the
Think you're
donation.
feeling
Should have just paid
Good
my
neighbors help the
raiders.
people
Settlers will
for the
still be
people.
alive.
You feel me?
I
Everyone's
thought about it for a
welcome.
moment.
Goodneighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this.
It's
little
interesting
neighborhood
that,
together out of the freaks and misfits that just
Wolfgang
wouldn't
is
be
just standing
accepted
there.
anywhere
I've never done
else.
this resolution,
You'll
so
see.
I'm kind of want to see
You
what
make
happens
enough
when I talk to
friends
him, if
here,
anything.
You'll call
I'll
this
be bummed
place
if nothing
home
happens.
soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
All right, all right. What do you guys
Hey
say?
there.
Yes. Yes.
Aw.
Yeah?
You're not even going to try and sell to me? All right, let's just rob this guy at least. Could have been a good opportunity to at least buy drugs from them. I could use some more jet. Oh, I need ammo. That was originally why I had come here. I was going to get ammo and I forgot.
Hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Appreciate that.
Let's see what you got.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
All right, yeah, we need those 308 rounds. And let's see, do you got any, I think fuel cells are the other one, because I've been using fusion cells. Although I probably have a lot of those already. Let's just grab the 308 for now. And you can have some of my garbage rounds. Let's see, 38, here you go. I'm not using 45. Hey, I'll take your 102 caps. That works for me. All right, let's check on what's our laser weapon look like for 89 cells. That's fine. I'm not using that. I'm trying to stay out of harm's way and stand back and use the hunting rifle. All right, somewhere around here should be my interview subject. Are they in the third rail? Let's see here. Map. Oh, local map. What do we got here? Interview subjects for Alyssa. What's that one? That's Edmund's letter. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Edmund too. All right, and here we go.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail.
Appreciate that, Mr. Ham. All right, here we go. Griff.
Excuse me.
What do you want? You look like one of them weak city slickers trying to grease up a broken old man. Did that Alyssa girlie send you?
How are you doing after everything that's happened?
Well, you see, my old lady and me were sitting pretty with a working farm. It wasn't anything fancy, but it produces a solid crop, and we were able to make a decent living. Well, one day, out of nowhere, 3 of them big green mutant buggers come charging through the orchard. They start destroying the place. Now, the missus, not being backward about coming forward, you know, she charges up and confronts the head bastard. Without blinking an eye, that bastard swings his giant club.
Yeah, PTV Racing, I agree with you. Wolfgang does not belong in Goodneighbor. I actually wouldn't. It would be cool if he was in here, but it's a bummer he doesn't say anything. I get why. Sometimes I see people go talk to our NPCs after they finish a quest, and the NPC has nothing else to say. And they're always disappointed. It's like, yeah, I feel you. That is something I wish we would spend more time fleshing out a little bit.
He just killed her without saying a word. They're just monsters. We need to eradicate the bloody lot of them. Well, I hope you got what you came for. Please, let me be now. This talk has not done me well.
Okay. All right. Oh, good. That was it? I thought I had to do more. It must have been just like a certain number of subjects. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that makes this a lot easier. All right, let's head back. And we've got 2 Concord quests to turn in, and we can work on Dark Horizons. I think you can fast travel out of Goodneighbor, right? Been a while since I've done that.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's
yes, Riley, you're right. It does sound.
I know you all are doing your own
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Here to forget what matters.
Let's see here. We need. Let's go to. I guess we'll go to Red Rocket. We can swing. Yeah, that makes the most sense because we can get Alyssa on the way, and we'll be out of the range so that we don't have to just start combat immediately on the gunners over there. Oh, with the rain. All right, well, we're doing another cheat just to. I don't want rain right now. We just want. I want to be able to see. We'll do set. Oh yeah. I think we determined set game hour gets things wonky, so we'll just pass time 6. There we go. Bright and early. Oh, yep, they're back. Guess it's been 30 days in game. Those are respawning. I'm glad I can kill the Lobby monsters. Alright, let's see what Alyssa's got for us. So we need to talk to Alyssa. Do I have Caleb's quest continued too? I think we've got to talk to Alyssa. We've got to talk to... Oh no, because we moved on from that. We're on to the Edmund part of it. That's right. So Alyssa and Edmund, in addition to taking Jake back. Alright, where are you, Alyssa? Oh, look, she started building her press. Kind of in shambles right now. She's working on it still. Hey, wake up.
Hi.
What time is it? Why are you still in bed? It's almost 8 o'clock. Oh, did she have some... I mean, that's like free. That's like finding 10 gaps.
Oh, great. You're back. How did you go with the interviews?
Finally got them all. Here.
Well, it can't have been easy. Here's payment for your trouble. Thanks to your reporting, I now have enough for the
300
first
caps.
edition. Come back at the end of the day and I should have
That is a mighty good paycheck.
This is going to be big.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to you another day. Hey, what's going on in here? What do you have in this room? What are you hiding in there? Is that like a dead super mutant in there? No, just a messy bathroom. All right. Okay. All right, Jake, come on. Let's move. Go out here if you're not going to get out of my way. All right, so now if we come over here, it should trigger.
All right, we're here.
Oh, I think the raiders respawn. That makes sense because the blood bugs respawn. So the gunners are going to be fighting the raider respawns. That's a quick save.
what are you...
Come on, it'll be fun.
Oh, you can hear the gunners still interrogating the... They're still doing that conversation even though they were fighting raiders.
I can't keep letting you off on your protection fees. No matter how good a time we might have together.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, keep your voice
The
down.
townsfolk must have come back from the salvage run only to find the gunners here instead of me. Why didn't they just run
This
away?
line had to be real confusing to people who picked up Chapter 2 without having played fresh. Like wondering, like, what do you mean townsfolk? What townsfolk? Or people who hadn't done any of the Concord quests yet.
Have any ideas?
I don't know. But whatever we decide, we should do it fast.
Yeah, we'll talk to them. We've been
Let's
talking
try
about
to keep
everything.
this civil.
You're right. Maybe we could get these guys to leave without any bloodshed.
Although I do like what happens when you choose kill them all. Jake just gets his revenge. Goes all crazy. Let's see here. Hey, buddy.
Hold it. We aren't expecting reinforcements. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm really bummed I don't have the nuclear physicist perk right now. That's the best reaction to this quest. I had to record it the other day for the voice actor, so I had to cheat in that for me. But that you get to say something. If you have nuclear physicist, I think that's the perk. You get to trick these guys into thinking this whole place is raided, and they all run away scared. Let's see. Can I pull off this charisma check?
I'm reporting in, as ordered.
If they're sending mercs for backup, I'd wish they'd at least radio ahead. I was getting ready to shoot.
Hey, Raven, thank you for the donation. I don't know if you intended
what
on
is-
sending a message, but I appreciate. I'll try and read your next message aloud if I see one.
Anything to report?
Not much. We secured the place as ordered, and we got a technician trying to restore the power. That's about it.
Time to hit the road.
Thank God. It's about time someone relieved us. Okay, we'll head out right away. Oh yeah, there's another squad in the service tunnels below. You should head down there, let them know we're pulling out. I'd do it myself, but, you know, really stinks down there.
Indeed. Understand. All right, come on, Jake. Let's see if you're going to do your thing.
I didn't think that would work. Come on, let's head inside the hardware store.
In we go. Yeah, Raven, I'm on Central Time. So 10:30, it would be just over an hour from now. Tom will join us, and we'll switch gears.
Ugh, they really wrecked the place.
Oh, here's one of these raiders.
Oh, come on.
Did I miss any ASAM sensor boxes? Yes, I did. or I wonder if they respawn. I bet they respawn. I'll take it. Is the whole cell clearly reset? I will take more ASAM sensors. Thank you. Any more?
What's wrong?
The vault hub! Why the hell did they do that to it? Oh, and I thought raiders were bad. And... Yep, terminal's shot to hell. Oh, I bet it was that big guy that did it. Berman. Ooh, if I ever get my hands on him.
Take a look.
Huh? Hey, the lights are flickering. Someone's trying to get the power back on. Must be that squad the gunner mentioned. Looks like they're messing with the plutonium well. All right, let's head down into the service tunnels. Deal with the remaining gunners. I could worry about cleaning this place up.
Yeah, we originally had made those the sensors all static, and then I patched them in later because I'm like, I actually don't. I think I would rather just people have a good time and use plots like crazy than be struggling to get them in the mid to late game when they need them. And getting a whole bunch of these boxes lets you basically start making city plans right away, which is great. Is there another one over here? Nope, those are just fake boxes. Okay, well, let's go indeed. All right, now we get to find out, did I correctly fix these camera triggers, or am I about to reboot? Well, because I've seen some people do this. Let's quick save, because if I have to, I'll cheat teleport us in. Hey, here we go. Take some junk. Okay, we're not getting lifted into the sky, so I must have fixed that bug finally. Alright.
Careful now. I see gunners ahead.
Alright, it's a shame you didn't have your big cannon still. You were ready to go for a minute there.
Doesn't look like they're willing to talk. We'll have to take.
Let's see here. What's my grenade situation? Hey, got some frag grenades. Sorry, dog meat. Gotcha. There's someone over there still. I need to put a scope on this thing. Yes. Give me those. Oh man, there's a lot of dead people down here. Dog meat, I'm coming. As soon as I'm done looting. Oh. Gotcha. Alright, we need some right away. Dog meat, where are you? I got some stems for you.
Hey.
Oh, you stood up on your own. Right. Self-stemmed. He's good. Alright, let's do some aid here. Give me some right away. And stem. There we go. That sound is very satisfying. Alright, here we go. Okay, there's got to be a few more down here. Oh, I think I just saw one. Or saw one. I think it just said Shaw. Gotcha.
Who's there?
Man, I feel like I learned how to shoot today. Oops. And then immediately miss at close range. Get him, dog meat. Whoa. Jake can't shoot. Definitely carrying the team here. Oh, poor bloody dog meat. Look at that. Man, he looks brutal. Murder dog. I didn't realize how many enemies we had down here. Oh, and a bot too, huh? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Can I get him from over here? There's that bot. Let's try a little bit of this. Nope. I fell down. Sorry, Dead Minute Man. Oh, there's one. Can we get a grenade through that little hole? Nope. Back up. Alright, we're gonna go. Well, now I have no choice. I just wasted all my grenades. Alright, let's see here. Do you think you can hide from me? I'd better be able to, or I'm toast. We might be using our jet attack on. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna be. We're not gonna cry about save scum in here. Hello.
Come on, people.
Oh yeah, that gutsy is. I'm gonna need you here, Jake. Wait, where's dog meat? Where's my tank? Super bloody tank dog. Actually, I wonder how the nav mesh is in this little tunnel. Might not be great. Sorry, Jake. You're gonna have to wait a few minutes here. Alright, get the beat down. Well, that was a lucky shot. I just thought I was shooting the first guy and plugged the girl behind him. Alright. Let's see. All the good stuff. I don't know why I picked up all that junk, but whatever. Alright. There was another body. Here it is. Give me your loot. Whoa. Oh, that's right. There's a couple of guys through there. Oh, somehow we didn't trigger these Mirelurk eggs. Alright. Oh, I think there's another way around there if we pick that lock. That's gonna be difficult. That's satisfying. Well, that was fun. And super lucky. Super lucky. I happened to hit the right hotkey there and get that weapon.
Yes.
Alright, let's go get some more loot. Take it. Just want your ammo and stim packs, guys. Oh yeah, we needed the key too. That's right. Oh, is that just an upgraded version of this laser rifle? Let's see here. Weapons. I think so. All right, we'll take it for now. If it plays like garbage, we'll get rid of it. Die, gunner scum.
I already told you I
is.
can't fix
Where'd she
anything
go?
else until I get the power back on.
I recognize that voice. Lupe?
Jacob? What are you doing here?
That's a rich question coming from you. I thought you'd been killed in the Quincy massacre. What's with the gunner uniform?
You know each other?
Yeah, I guess you could say we're all old friends. But I thought you were killed when the gunners attacked Quincy.
Wanna fill me in?
Well, I kind of joined the Gunners. Well, actually, not so much joined as forcibly conscripted at gunpoint. But hey, I get 3 clean meals a day, and my boss is pretty nice. At least as far as Gunners go.
I guess that answers that. Sorry if any of those gunners we just took down were friends of yours. But what are you doing down here? Why are you messing around with the plutonium well?
Because it was broken. I'm a gunner technician now, so fixing things kind of goes along with the job.
Technician? Say, that boss you mentioned, he wouldn't happen to be called Algernon, would he?
Yeah, that's him. You've met him?
Before I answer, will you tell me who you are?
Oh, sure. I'm Lupe.
Oh, I used the
private ring
wrong mug.
technician.
I made myself
I build
a
things.
backup coffee for
Or
tonight.
fix them,
And I thought I put it in one
or
of
make
those
stuff work
fancy
better.
vacuum sealed mugs. The
Pretty
whole
good at
tea
all
instead
three.
it's just a regular
I
plastic
think that's
cup.
why the Gunners
And this is ice cold
conscripted
coffee
me.
now.
And
not the
why
good
Captain
kind that was
Algernon
meant to
put
be
me
that
under
way.
his command. He needed someone to maintain his armor. So, you know the captain?
What do you know about him?
Algernon? He's nice. You know, as far as gunners go. He seems more respectable than the rest. Maybe it's because he's so old. So, you know him?
Raven, I'm not gonna get up to HQ for a couple more weeks. I think at the pace I'm going. So, I think you're good. You'll stay ahead of me.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a long story, but I guess we're sort of allies now, or something. Man, that's weird to say. Actually, he gave us some orders to pass on, if we found a technician here. Which I suppose would be you. So, here.
Huh. It says, I'm free to operate under my own discretion. As long as I help you, I've been given a leave of absence.
I see you guys talking about the Mechanist. Let me
Well, now,
throw
that's
a
great.
hypothetical out there.
We need all the help we can get.
How would you guys
It'd be good to have
feel
another skilled
about
tech around.
us
Welcome
revoicing Isabel Cruz so we could use her for more? Or what's her name? I think it's Isabel. Because she does not have a ton of dialogue outside of having the mask on. Like, we could keep the mask dialogue, but the unmasked dialogue, so then we could use that character for more. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because we did that with what's his name, Captain Wes, and you know, he was to most people he's just a raider, so that didn't matter. But Isabel, you actually talk to, so it's a little different. But that's something we're floating around right now. I mean,
Nice to meet
we would
you.
use a high quality
likewise.
voice actor, obviously.
Well,
we
with that,
would
I'd
not
say we've
go
secured
cheap.
Concord.
But it would change the feel of the character
Maybe
a little
it'd be
bit.
smart
But I
to
think
build
she's
some
got so few
defenses.
lines. I think
You know,
then
in case
she
your
could
gunners
do
come
so
back.
much more. Like a
Oh,
full
I can help with
functioning
that.
robotic
thing.
facility. Like
Hey,
that
I
seems
can show you
like
how to do it
something we
using
shouldn't
ASAPs.
ignore.
You mean those sensor things? You actually got them working? Huh. I gotta check this out.
Do you trust her?
Lupe? Well, I can't say I expected her to sign up with the Gunners, but I doubt they gave her much of a choice.
All right, Sir Rick, if you're watching this, there is a lot of support for that idea.
Hell, if I'd have known she had survived
Carvac, do it. Make it happen. More
mech
mech best.
I think it's safe to say we can trust her.
Yagi, that was on the table. We were going to do that, and we just had problems with her dialogue. She doesn't have enough dialogue to offer it. So, and there's no like good secondary character to do so. I mean, I guess Ada we could have used maybe as an outlet for that, kind of like if you're recruiting the Institute for the battle and Sean is already passed, you can use X688. Although, if I'm not mistaken, I think we may have failed to set up the Sean stuff correctly, and it might always take you to X688. But I'm gonna be revamping that quest soon, probably in 2.03. Probably by the time I get to it, it'll probably be revamped a little bit, just to make it. I always envisioned that quest, and I think it'll when I watch people play through that quest, I don't remember the name of it, but the one where you're recruiting factions for the assault is. I get the distinct impression people don't expect the battle to start immediately after they take Lupe to where you take her in that quest. I'm trying not to talk spoilers before I actually get to it, and I want it to play more like the Yes Man moment in New Vegas, where you presented your options so you know exactly what's coming. But that is for later. But anyway, that Mechanist was one of the characters that we talked about having recruitable, especially once we knew the DLC was going to be parented. So we may retcon that in. We might add that back in as an option later. We actually were talking about trying to make it more of like a hookable system so that other mods could inject their factions into it. So like, you know, something like the Fens Sheriff Department could become an ally you could recruit, or some of those other mod added factions. It could be fun. Let's see, Kenneth Creason, I used the mech factory and retooled it for power armor in my fanfic. So actually, that's funny you mentioned that. So if you play through the ROTC build of Mechanist Lair, at level 3, there's this giant machine that Ethrion made for us. And it's really awesome. Like, it's really cool animated hero piece. And it will produce robo brains if you go and activate the terminal. It can do them once a day. And we were going to have an option where, depending on if you sided with the Mechanist, it would produce robo brains, and if you didn't, it would produce power armor suits instead. And we never could get it working to change what was on the conveyor belt. So if you see that hero piece, it's crazy good, but it's got pieces of robo brains on the conveyor belt, and we were trying to figure out how to dynamically swap those, and we couldn't get it working. So I scrapped the plan to do it as power armor as an alternate. So I think this is actually a bug that Lupe like teleports ahead of you and she's instantly in her clothes. I think it's supposed to happen like 12 hours later. So yeah, like she's already here with her new clothes. That's supposed to happen later, and I think it's just a bug in the code right now. We'll fix it later. All right, Edmund, you're up.
Hello again. How goes your work? Did you find any evidence? I care deeply about these people and would like to close these matters swiftly if possible.
Take a look.
What is... Oh, I see. This is quite disturbing, and quite detailed. Perhaps it's best if this note is left to be for now. Thank you nonetheless.
Why do you care?
I care because these are good people who want to become better. And I have chosen to become their guide down that path.
Oh, that's. I was trying to remember where we were with Pastor Edmund, and I remember I failed that speech check, so now we have to go do his little tasks in order to get the information we need to complete Caleb's.
What's your story?
Well, I'm sorry to say that my beginning isn't very exciting, if that's what you were looking for. As a young boy, I was separated from my parents. I spent some time wandering the land, until a kindly old man took me in and taught me of the Blessed Father. Now I share those teachings with those who would listen. Apologies if that bored you, but I did warn you it would not be very entertaining.
All right,
I'm still working on it.
Well, take your time, and I'm sure it will all come around.
All right, sorry, I was taking myself some notes, so I remember. Whoa!
Oh, hi. I saw you having a conversation with Father Edmund. Can I help you?
Grill her as an option. Well, we got to try it, right? First, Jim Simon, thank you for the donation. Would integrating an autosave feature that saves at the start of every quest with the quest name as a save name be possible? Thinking in the test it'd be easy to go back to specific quest. We can force saves, but not with names, so they're just autosaves, and unfortunately they overwrite other autosaves. I think you can only have 3 autosaves, so for us forcing a save is not great. Like, I think we already do it. I think we do it before a city plan, just in case the city plan creates like a bad situation, but that's the only time we force an autosave. And I might not have even put that in SS2. That might have been an SS1 feature.
Start talking, or else.
What do you...
Yep, worked. All right.
Who am I kidding? Of course you know. I'm sure everyone knows. I didn't mean to kill her. I just...
Steven Johnson, I actually fixed that
so
Caleb issue. That is
mad.
fixed in the
And
version I have
lost
right now.
it, and
The
I'm
bug
sorry,
fix list for
Father Edmund.
2.02
so
is really
sorry.
big, really big. Tell Edmund about the murder. Okay. All right. Why are you still following me? What else?
Excuse me.
Nothing. Okay. She's got some funky going on with her AI. All right.
Hello again. How goes your work? Did you find any evidence? I care deeply about these people and would like to close these matters swiftly if possible.
They killed her.
That is
Whoops.
truly and deeply
That sounds like a
troubling.
line we were supposed to
I knew
edit.
them both. They were good women. It's a shame that this happened. I will alert the family and perhaps see if something can or should be done. Well, you managed to fulfill your end of the
Eddie Graham, I
bargain,
finally gutted
so
my
I
loader to
suppose
place
it
this
is
to an
only
Xbox.
due
Love it
that
so
I do
far,
the same.
but I can't get the
Caleb
sidebars
sent
to
you
stay
after
moved.
Bobface
I need
about
to
his
fix this.
wife.
Anybody on Xbox
Caleb
know
is the
what?
true
I assume he's
danger.
talking about the
Caleb's
repositioning
wife, Madison,
the
came to me
meters
fearing
in
for her
workshop
life.
mode. Anybody
I'm
know
sure
how
by
to fix
now
that
you
for
at
him
least
to make
have
it stay?
some
I don't
idea
know.
of what Caleb is doing. I will not pass judgment on the man. His work is good, if a bit extreme.
All right, bug note.
She feared
Abigail
that one day he may turn on
is
her
too pushy.
and sought my aid.
She's just all up in my business. All right, what do we have to do next? I missed out because I was writing my notes. Let's see. Father, I have sinned. Ask Abigail. Still? No, this is clearly bugged. Okay. We'll make another save for that. Save of Father, I have sinned. Abigail, bugged. She doesn't want to go. What's going on here? All right, let's see here. Can I do any more here?
Hi.
Hello again. How goes your work? Did you find any evidence? I care deeply about these people and would like to close these matters swiftly if possible. Well, you managed to fulfill your end of the bargain, so I suppose it is only due that I do the same. Caleb sent you after Bombface about his wife.
Oh,
But
that's
Caleb
interesting.
is the true
I
danger
had to talk to
here.
him again to get
Caleb's
it working.
wife,
There's something funky
Madison,
going on there.
Came to
All right,
me
we'll get that
fearing
fixed.
for her life. I'm sure by now you at least have some idea of what Caleb is doing. I will not pass judgment on the man. His work is good, if a bit extreme. She feared that one day he may turn on her and sought my aid. I hid her away.
I'm about to
hoping
shoot
that
Abigail
perhaps
here.
Time would present an opportunity. Fearing her husband's ire, I opted
I don't know why
to
she's coming so close. All right, she's just getting disabled for now. I can re-enable her after I'm done with
hide her away
with
where
Edmund
Caleb
here.
would not look for her.
Here we go.
Clearly that didn't work.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this?
I did it for Caleb's sake, as well as his wife's. She feared what he was doing, and his actions were going to lead to consequences that both would have to pay. I respect what he's doing, but it's idiotic of him to endanger his wife so recklessly.
Let's see here.
Where is she?
She's hidden away, and I think given what I've just revealed to you, you'll understand why that's for the best. Why don't we let our two problems sort each other out? I'll mark Bombface's location for you. Go tell Caleb where he is, and let him continue to believe Maddie is deceased. Whatever you do, leave my name out of the conversation. For my own sake, as well as Madison. It would be a shame if one of Caleb's enemies were to learn of her location.
That's ominous, buddy. Yeah, so I remember this was a quest we adjusted during editing, and this is why I love that we take a lot of time to discuss a lot of our quests with a group and like not a whole giant group. You can't too many cooks in the kitchen problem, but we usually do like read throughs with a few people and try and look for opportunities. And I remember this was one where we had an opportunity to give the player a big choice, and so now, like, I think depending on what you tell Caleb here, there's a different outcome. I think I'm gonna try and go for the outcome where he lives, mostly because I want to show you guys that I did fix the quest for the next patch.
Hey there.
We're back.
But I actually don't remember what path that is.
What did you find out?
So now you can tell him about however you want, depending on which way. I think one of the ways he like runs off and dies. Another way he asks you to come with him. A third way he gives up and leaves town, and then a fourth way he just sticks around thinking. But I don't remember which one's which. So I'm gonna go with, I think it's you tell about both, and then he has you come with him. So we're gonna try that.
Take a look.
Give me that. You found him. That's great. Hang on. What's this about? You mean to tell me that he didn't kill her? And she's been hiding out from me all this time? This is unbelievable.
Oh wait, maybe this is the one where he...
First order of business. I'm gonna find...
Oh, this might be the one where he goes in suicidal. I might have chosen the wrong one.
Then I'm gonna find Maddie and... Thanks for your assistance. I'm gonna go...
Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna save scum here, because I want to do the one where we get to go with him. So we can go back to bugged Abigail. So yeah, so that option, when you tell him that basically Maddie's not dead and that she's just hiding from him, he kind of goes on a suicide run. We don't want that ending. Save scum in. All right, and then, oh, Abigail gave up on she lost our scent. Quick.
Excuse me.
Ah, hello again. How goes your work? Did you find any evidence?
Nope,
I
nope.
care deeply about
She's
these
back.
people and would like to close
All right, Abigail.
these matters swiftly, if possible. Well, you managed to fulfill your end of the bargain, so I suppose it is only due that I do the same. Caleb sent you after Bombface about his wife.
You heard this,
wife,
Master.
Maddie,
I
will not pass. She feared that fearing her husband. Clearly,
okay.
that
Sure. Yep, good thing.
Where is she?
She's hidden away. And I think given what I've just... Why don't we let... I'll mark Bombface. Whatever you do, for my own sake.
There we go. All right, let's try this again. Check another guess at which ending we're gonna get. I think it's you tell him about Bombface and not Maddie is the one where you get to go with him. And I think there's really no good ending to this. Like either you leave Caleb thinking his wife is alive and hates him, or leave him hunting forever. But I mean, he's not a good guy, so he didn't really deserve a good ending. But I at least want to see Bombface dead. That'll be fun to do. All right, we're gonna save here now. So we're gonna call this Save Scum Caleb Quest, because that is exactly what we're doing.
How'd you get back? Okay. What did you find out?
Yeah, tell about Bombface.
Maybe I found out something.
Amazing. You managed to get it out of him. Bravo. It would be impolite of me to ask how you extracted the location out of the poor fellow. Give me a couple of hours to prepare and then come back. And we will go and put an end to Bombface.
So this is one thing I saw this in I think it was Follower Toshi did a video, and he had this critique of Caleb, and I agree with it. And this is something that didn't get caught in editing, of having him tell you to wait a couple hours. Just kind of broke the flow of this quest, and it was really unnecessary. We should have not done that. But I think by the time we realized it, like I think Sag brought it up too, but by the time we realized it, like the voice was all recorded, and it was like, all right, well, we're stuck with it now. Just because bugging voice actors to go re-record stuff due to our lack of planning. Sometimes we'll do it, but oh good, and we got Voice of the Commonwealth as well. Sometimes we'll do it, but depending on the quest, like so this was side quest content, so we're like, no, let's not. It's not important enough to do. So we ended up leaving it. Also, Ryan, the guy who voiced Caleb. Yeah. Oh, he's going to church. I was like, where is he going? He seemed to be very busy. It took him a while to get all those done. So asking him for stuff at the last minute, it's not going to be a good move. That's all. It's interesting how the development goes in that regards. Like sometimes, for some of the voice actors who are more active in the project, like when we need something from for Jake. Like we usually won't hesitate to ask because Tom usually has such a giant workload that you know, adding in a couple more lines edit's not a big deal. But some of the characters who we kind of set off as a one and done, like here's your script, yeah, and then you send it into us and you're done forever. Like those characters, is a little harder to keep bugging those actors. Let's see here. I see, what's his name? What's his Jeff? Where is Alyssa? Is she hanging out outside or something? Oh, she's probably sleeping upstairs. I just didn't see her. What is going on here? Show on map. Oh, she's at church. That's right. And Jeff is like, no, I'm not into that. I'm not doing the church thing. Okay. Chuck Boris 2, thanks for the great stream. I'm going to head out now. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for several donations. And thanks for joining us tonight. All right, let's, no, we're not killing Jeff. Put the gun away. Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right, let's pass some time here. We'll go 8 hours, I guess. See if Alyssa magically teleports in front of us. Sometimes they do. Or is she gonna wander over? I also think there was a conversation going, I think it was on our Patreon Discord, about or maybe, no, it was in the beta testing room about Edmund apparently always gives the same speech, and I didn't realize that, and I dug into the code, and sure enough, I had a math error that wasn't incrementing the array. That was super nerd talk for saying I screwed up. All right, is everybody coming back now? All right, let's go in. Let's see if Dylan's in here. I think I have some photos to turn into him while we're waiting for her to wander over. Jason, is Jeff actually Alyssa in disguise?
You find pretty things.
Whoa.
Bring pretty things to
Whoa.
Dylan. Dylan make Connell pretty thing. Connell is pretty.
Thank you, Colonel.
Human.
I don't think you have anything to say. Where is Dylan? Are you hanging out in here? Maybe sleeping upstairs now? Oh, I hear you. You're in here. Whoa! Magical Carnal. Just teleporting everywhere. Carnal is in every room. Oh, and Dylan's doing... Why would he be doing idols from his sleep? That should not even be a thing the base game can do. And why is this radio playing?
Oh, God, I'm so happy that those guys are gone. They are gone.
Where is that radio? Come on, you're gonna get my stream tagged. Oh man, there's somebody on YouTube who has a copyright claim on the Fallout 4 theme song because they have like a cover song of it, and it tags every time I use the city plan stuff. I gotta remember to turn off the Fallout 4 music. Oh my god, why is this so hard to find? Where is it? I mean, now it's probably too late. This whole song, we've definitely surpassed the amount of time you can do it. The table with the flowers on the table in the center of the room. Was it upstairs? Can I just keep passing it? Yep, there it is. Thank you, folks. All right, Dylan, wake up.
Hey there.
Although he's probably not going to sell me anything anyway. He's probably got hours set up. Maybe we didn't set up shop hours, though. Let's see. Are you willing to take some photos day and night? You're very happy for being in the middle of the night. What do you think? Yeah, no, he's not interested. Get out of my house. All right, we'll go down here. We'll do some pastime again. Pastime, say 3. It's got to be morning by now. I guess I could have checked the time. Yeah, 10:30 a.m. Time to wake up, buddy.
After small humans scream at Connell.
All right.
Connell really... Hey there, bud.
Hey, now you're ready to talk. Here you go.
Here you go. I'm sure you'll put them to good use.
Hey, that's nice. What do you think?
It's bad?
No, not bad.
Excuse me.
Looking for a new look? Fallon's department store has just what you need.
All right, let's see what you got.
I'll take a look, sure.
I'm sure I got something you'll want.
Stop moving around. What did we just get from that? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got Jake's stuff. Definitely not Letterman's. I don't remember. I don't even know whose I turned in, to be honest. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not collecting outfits today. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go turn in this quest. I wonder if they're having trouble pathing down these stairs. I'm going to have to check the nav mesh in here. Because he's just kind of stuck, and Carnal was teleporting all over the place. wonder if we got some funky nav mesh going on. Z Games, do you still have to have a bunch of power transfer stations for Concord to develop? No, you don't need to have those at all. So Concord will develop the, what do you call it? The characters, like all these quest characters. They'll happen just by completing the main quest or completing other Concord character quests. And then the physical development, like where it builds up the defenses, that just happens over time as you complete parts of the main quest. And then the thing that's tied to having power transfer or caravan with extra food and water, that is the what do you call it? The world repopulation, where the people will move into different buildings. Hey, let's see if we fix the Nightingales. Hey, well, they're talking.
Hey there.
Need patching up?
No, but I'll try bartering.
Let's see what
see
you
if I
have.
fixed barter yet. I don't
Here
think
you
I did.
go.
I think they have 0. Yeah, still forgot to set up that container. Need to set up a barter container for them still. So if you've seen that, I think it's Cersei does, and Ellis. I think they do the same thing too. There's just no Nightingale's barter container set up yet. All right, we don't need you. Oh yeah, I was heading back to Alyssa's and I got totally distracted by the Nightingale. Oh, the prospector outfit is old Paul. You're right. Thank you. And I'm constantly out of breath here. And I think I think we're not going to see a lot of world repop right now because I've been pulling people off camera. I've been pulling people off farms and putting them on industrial to get that stuff going. Here we go.
Witnesses report that Mahler is crazy as a rat in a hen house. Oh, hey! Thanks to your efforts, I have now produced
Hey,
the
look at that.
very
Improvements
first
at
edition
Starlight
of
Drive-In.
Voice of the Commonwealth.
I don't know what city service
Here's
I even
your
have there yet,
official
though. Must have been my
copy.
caravan, I guess,
Pretty
it updated.
impressive, huh? Listen, I'm already working on the second edition. You know, strike while the iron is hot and all that. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to introduce you to Jeff. He's my editorial assistant. He moved into Concord a few days ago and has agreed to work on the paper with me.
Oh, hi. Yeah,
Carvark, did you trap them there? Is that how they stuck around?
Paper. Yeah.
While you were roaming the Commonwealth, I was hoping you could help Jeff source some more stories for me for the second edition. What do you say?
What kind of interview is this going to be?
Look, it will be easy. Jeff will do the interviews because he needs to develop his technique. You will provide security for him. Piece of cake.
I think it's a great idea.
That is fantastic. We have a couple more people who have had some real bad experiences. Just help Jeff capture the stories and bring them back so that we can come out of the gate strong with the second edition. Oh, this next edition is going to be so great. I just know. I can't wait to see what you both dig up.
Okay. So now we can take Jeff, or we can just have a free bad companion. I guess we will take him to the second round of subjects because I don't really need him following me around. Let's see here. I wanted to see if we remembered to put in the custom newspaper because we actually have like a nice. Yep, wrong button. Read. Nope, didn't switch it. Got to put that on. So we actually have one of our artists did a custom newspaper for this, and it's clearly the material swap isn't working. So I got to fix that. Voice of the Commonwealth. Texture. Got to remember to swap that. All right, let's do map. Where are we headed to next? Okay, so now we've got a couple of quests here. We've got Bomb Face, which I think is. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Where is Bomb Face at? Hunt for Bomb Face. Show on map. Oh, we got to talk to Caleb again. Okay. All right, let's go talk to Caleb again. And then Jeff, you can come with us to murder Bomb Face. You look like private security. Let's go. Q-Bob, will there ever be compatibility between SS2 and Conqueror? So it's a complicated story, but all I can say is that most of the Conqueror mechanics will be coming with Chapter 3, and the story for Conqueror content is kind of on ice for the time being due to how There was a lot of stuff happened. I'm not going to repeat that story right now because people on the stream have heard me say it like 6 times now. But basically, the story is on ice due to reasons. So that will not be ported anytime soon, if at all. But the gameplay will make it forward eventually.
I think I'm ready. Want to go and finish what we started?
I'm in.
All right. I'm in.
All right, let's go. We'll recon the place and make a determination on the best way to proceed.
Okay, north of Fort Hagen. Oh man, that's real far. I don't think I'm anywhere near Fort Hagen yet. Let's see. Jeff over there. Jeff over there. Oh, it's that. Okay, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of not Fort Hagen. I was thinking of the one over here, whatever this fort's called. Was that Fort Strong? What's that one called? This was not bad. In fact, we got a map marker right over there. Okay, so let's do... Oh, report our success. What did I do at Oberlin Station? I don't know what I did for them. Okay, what are we going to do here? We're going to go to... Let's go kill Bombface first while we've got Jeff, and then we'll work our way around. So, oh, and I got level ups. I got my 3 now, so we can get our toughness, medic. What was it? No, not sneak, rifle. That's what we wanted. Haha, there we go. All right, let's head over here, and we'll go take out Bombface. Re-enable Abigail for the fight ahead. Teleport her over to me. All right, Abigail, you're up. You're on deck. I am going to see what happens if I enable her. I'm curious if she gets forced disabled by the quest. Let's see. Enable. I still have her selected. We'll see what happens. We'll see if she decides to show up. Oh, he's just chilling right there. Dog found an enemy. I don't doubt that. Oh, so angry. Oh. Hello.
Hi. Excuse me. I got a letter for you.
Sorry, who are you?
I'm just a courier.
From who?
Some old guy. Sorry, didn't catch the name.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a nice day now.
Oh yeah, the old Paul quest. All right, awesome. We need to actually go do that right away because I think we're almost to the point where, yeah, we need to do this like immediately. I think we need to time that better. I think that comes at a point where it's possible. The thing that happens in the story could already have happened by the time you even get his note. So where is old Paul? Let's go do that right now. Otherwise we may not get another opportunity. We're going to bring our whole gang with us. I don't know if Caleb was a meet or if he's a follow. We're going to just have a squad of people with us. That's fine. All right, let's go talk to old Paul. Hey, buddy. Oh, we're doing a little target practice.
Hi.
Well, hello there, youngin'. Does these old bones good to see you again. Keeping safe out there in the wastes, I hope?
How's it going, Paul?
Not bad. Despite all the new activity in the Commonwealth, most folks seem hopeful. In no small part because of you. Anyway, I won't keep you too long. I know you're real busy these days. I just wanted to give you this. Here, take it. It's all yours.
Oh, this might be a good upgrade to my hunting rifle if it got fixed. I've seen some people who get this rifle in their Let's Plays and it's like a really OP weapon, and other people get it and it's just garbage.
Not only
We'll
from
see
me,
which one I get.
but from all the people your ASAM sensors have helped.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Take care of it, and it'll serve you well. Oh, one more thing. Making that rifle brought back a lot of memories. Made me pine for my gunsmith.
Yeah, what would you guys do if one day I did a face
thinking,
reveal and I just looked like old Paul?
I'll build me a new store.
I don't know if I'd lose fans or gain them.
Get back into the firearm business. I'll keep you informed of my progress. Okay, now I won't keep you no longer. Safe travels.
All right, let's check out our new gun. See if it's worth the damn. It's plus damage, so that's good. And then we'll go. Let's see. Do they have a weapon workbench here? I have a feeling no. But our other weapon wasn't that modded out anyway. We can find a weapon workbench later. There should be one I'll run across. Oh, there is one right over there. All right. All right, let's check out. Oh, we got some options here. Hardened receiver, I think. Heavier weight, improved damage. No, we want hardened receiver, better damage, right? Yep. Good. All right, let's do a long barrel. Let's see, can we do? Yep, we need a large magazine. And we need some adhesives to do a scope. That will be awesome. Actually, I would also accept a reflex sight, to be honest. Because I am not great at staying back long distance and actually using all my sniper perks. But we should be able to find... We gotta be able to find some adhesive. Let's check the... I guess if it was in the workbench, I'd have found it already. Alright, we'll have to come back and do that later. Alright, but we got some weapon upgrades here. Let's do some inventory management. Let's see, you're fired. Hunting rifle, you're fired. Where's my new... I got a new laser rifle, didn't I? Oh, we have a sniper rifle. Oh, Jesus, we have a sniper rifle? What am I doing with all this, with this garbage? Sorry, Marguerite. Immediately retired. I know after I wasted some equipment. I had no idea I had that in my inventory. You guys probably knew I had it. Oh, we got a pulse grenade. Oh, nope, I just want to equip it. Let's see here. And then I got this thing to replace the laser pistol. All right, there we go. Hey, and this has already got a scope on it. And a bunch more. Oh, man, just straight up better on every measurement. All right, well, that works. Okay, let's head down here. Let's try this again. Diago, we went on old Paul cosplay. I think I'm forced to do a Sturgis cosplay for my first public appearance as King Gath. Let's see. Boop. All right. Get him, Caleb. What are you gonna do? What's his name again? Yeah. Oh, sorry, dog meat. Almost popped you there. Yeah, that didn't work. What was that? I don't think I've ever had a glowing one do that. It just like did like a nuclear explosion. Nice work, dog meat. You play tank. No, I don't think so. Alright, what do you got for me? A bunch of garbage. Alright, where Caleb go? Is he dead? He might be killable. I didn't even think about that. Where is Caleb? Are you dead, buddy? Did I just screw up? I think he's dead. Crap! Oh. Alright, well, I don't think I'm gonna escape. Let's see when I have my last save. Let's see. Did not even think about the fact that, yeah, we can roll that back. I did not even think about him being killable in this. Whoops. Oh, it resurrects the dead ghouls? Cool.
The world will be...
Alright, let's try that again. With less... Caleb, I guess that means I'm gonna have to like get in there and protect him. And that is not my forte. John Framuth, I want to ask Tom Schalk to say "Hey Sam." Oh, that would actually be really funny if we just had like a series in a row just making him say "Hey Sam" over and over again. Probably give him PTSD. Come on, 89% chance. Alright, let's see. Okay, doggo. We gotta protect Caleb. Complete this quest. No, let's not shoot him. There's our glowing one friend. Alright, that was good. Ah, I missed. Oh man. Nice work. Caleb's doing some damage. And he doesn't make anything out. I wonder if he must have got killed by that crazy radiation explosion thing. Who's still around here? No, not you. Oh, there's the oh, I guess I don't need the glue now. I wasted all those materials because I didn't realize I had a powerful sniper rifle in my inventory. Oh well. Alright, so we're headed... Let's see, anybody still alive here? Oh, there's one. Hey, buddy. Good morning. You're good, Jeff? Alright, so I think we're supposed to... Oops, I don't want third person. We're supposed to go up on this hill, I guess. That makes sense. I saw ASMR and mistook it for ASAM. Yeah, I feel you on that. ASAM, 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 everywhere. Blood bugs, yuck. Alright, how do I get up here? Too much fence. Where's my, I want some cutters here. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, did I hit Caleb before? Whoops. Yeah, he might be protected. That's a good point. I can see, I mean, there's a couple of quests where we do let the NPCs die, where it feels story appropriate. Like, I think there's a moment where Lena from the CPD can get killed, and Caleb feels like one where it makes sense that he could die. I guess my only objection to it, really, even though it makes sense for someone to die story-wise, is the AI is so bad in this game that it feels like a coin flip of whether you actually, you know, people actually survive, which is the only bummer about relying on the actual combat mechanics to decide people's fate. Now this feels like I'll have some loot in it over here. Oh, I think that's the spot that's got the things you can launch. Whoa, whoa! Found him by accident. Just stumbled upon him. Okay, that map marker needs to change, wherever that thing of the scouting, because the hole in the fence is right next to them. We'll have to do something about that.
Hey there.
Oh, that feels good.
See, got it fixed, guys. Got it fixed. So next patch you'll be able to talk to him.
Like the angels can sing again. Victory has a sweet, sweet smell, my friend. Oh, and I would suggest you go and talk to the Commonwealth PD. They could use your help, I think. They've set up a HQ in the old South Boston police station. Well, thanks, my friend.
Cool.
One less piece of gangster trash in the
I'm really close to triggering. So there's two entry points to the CPD. One is doing Caleb's quest line like this. You're making it to the end. And then the other one is the route with getting 30 residential watts, with I'm just about at, because in my testing when I was updating settlements off camera, I had what's his name? Oops, I don't need a bunch of missiles, but I guess they have no weight. I had Shandy show up at one of my settlements, so
no way I could pick this.
I was just about to pop it that way instead, but we ended up picking the right ending here because I save scummed. Now we got access to the CPD, which is awesome. More stuff to do before we continue with the main quest, because I like doing I want to do the CPD stuff and the Nightingale stuff too. All right, let's see here. So, what's our time at? We're at 10:10. Oh yeah, we got some time to go start something. All right, let's see what's our quest log. We can keep working on. I guess we'll finish. We will finish up Alyssa's quest today. I think that'll be the last thing we get to do. So we'll pop over here. See if Jeff can come with me some more. Nick Carter, next patch is this Friday, so in 2 days. The patch is basically done. I like to give the build to testers who have some free time to poke their heads in and make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Because we recruited a lot of testers this last week, which is awesome. We should have enough people to hopefully find all the... My biggest concern is when we release patches and then the things mentioned in the patch notes aren't fixed. Like, that feels really bad. So that is one of the reasons I wanted to get more folks looking at everything. All right. We will take the XP from this cheap kill. Oh God! Did that kill Jeff? Nope, he's invulnerable. He's invulnerable. All right, thank God. Heading over here. Oh, Bunker Hill. Okay, that makes sense. I had no idea we were right next to Bunker Hill. Oh, I snuck in the back door, so what's her name didn't catch me. Oh, but Deegan is. Sorry, Deegan. Got stuff to do today. You're my favorite side quest in Fallout 4, but not today. Oh, we're talking to the kid.
My name's Dahlia. Are you the reporter my mom says to tell the story of the Green Goobers to?
Oh, hi. My name is Jeff, and we're here to... Wait, how old are you?
I'm 7, but I'll be turning 8 soon. Mom says if I'm good, I can have one of those robot ponies. There's a girl that makes them.
Oh, really? Well, that sounds cool, but back to the story. What can you tell us about these, what did you call them? Green Goobers?
Yeah, big green goobers. I saw one the other day when I was playing on the swings.
And what did this big green goober do?
He was walking past and he smashed my trolley. It was a special one that Dad built for me for the races. I was so mad.
Oh dear, that must have been terrible. And then what did he do? Did he hurt you?
So Jeff is acting as a cheat code we use in writing a lot in this. I'm sure you guys have noticed we often send you off with another character, and part of that is because we need them for exposition, because it's
bye-bye.
It's a bit of a struggle to make the player say things that are relevant to the plot. So bringing along another character, and you can just solve all that instantly. All right, so that took care of that one. We got another one up here. Is there a third one? I think there is. Oh no, that's the Oberland. That is that side quest we did incidentally somewhere. All right, let's go to Green Top. See if I fail that Green Top quest again. I don't think you can fail the ones where it's kill. I think you only fail the ones where you leave kidnapped settlers. All right, so we need to go this way. All right. And for those of you guys who missed the pre-stream, the reason I haven't claimed Green Top and just cheated like I have been with other settlements is because I'm trying to actually start developing out some of the settlements off camera now. Not necessarily like doing it all myself, but at least making sure that they have the appropriate resources and recruitment beacon and happiness so they don't die. Because I would like to get a thriving industrial economy before we make it to HQ, so I can show everybody how HQ is meant to work. And hopefully I've got most of the bug fixes in before I reach it. So I know I got a couple of good ones in this patch, but there's definitely more to do. Any of you guys who has the bug in HQ where you have your, what do you call them, the supply agreements set up and you have 0 resources available in HQ, I'd love to see your save files. I've had a couple people say they have it but they don't have save files for me, or their save files have too much stuff going on so I can't do much with it. But I can try, even if you've got a big load order. I'm willing to try, because I really want to fix that bug for people who are having it. But I still have not been able to replicate it. But pretty important that you have resources to play in HQ. How do I crit? What's the button? XQ crit. How did that not work? What am I doing wrong here? I guess I don't need to blow a crit on that. Whoa! Oh god. This could end poorly. Alright. There's the crit. Okay. You do it after you target. It's been so long since I've used VATS. Oh, I would like crit in VATS. I think that's like my first VAT crits this playthrough. I use VATS so little. I'm always blowing all my endurance to sprint. Mr. Gutsy too. So usually you guys got some good scrap for me. Are you fight? Oh, come on, Jeff. You were not equipped to pick fights like this. Alright, Starlight's starting to get some more. Starlight must be getting more people, because they're starting to build more stuff. Unless that was just an upgrade and I misread that. There we go. Ooh, we're almost at 10:30. Tom will be joining us shortly. Let's go raid this military deep. It's probably got a power armor in it, which I don't care about, but I always want more ammo. And anything I can turn into more ammo. Yep, there we go. Ammo. Let's see here. What do you got for me? Nothing. Big useless truck. Alright, let's go continue our mission to... I guess I should be saving more often here. Rex, if your settlements are upgrading in the wrong... Anytime a city plan happens, if it's happening in the wrong cell, it means you got massive script lag, and the best solution to that is to turn off automatic upgrades in your settlements and for your city plans, and then whenever you want to upgrade them manually, just go stay there and make sure it finishes, because if you've got script lag problems, then the game will misreport your location to the city plan code, and then it will put it in whatever cell you happen to be in. So anybody, if you have that problem, if you have city plans going and they remote upgrade, you might find that all of a sudden in random cells, interior cells, there's stuff, and that means you probably visited them while there was a spike of script lag during a city plan upgrade. So in those cases, you'll want to turn off remote or automatic upgrades. Here we go.
Hey, I'm Phil. You must be the reporters here to hear about my brush with death.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, where's Jeff?
We need you to, tell us in great detail of what happened when you,
Headless Jeff!
No.
Oh, God!
What happened?
There he is.
What happened to
Oh, he
you?
really wanted to lean
Let me
against that
tell
wall.
you, it's all water under the bridge now. I was working on a broken toilet in the West Everett estate back when it was a working settlement.
You were fixing toilets. Oh, please, go on.
Yes, sir. I was up to my arm in last night's dinner, if you catch my drift, when I heard this god-awful ruckus coming from the other end of the street.
Well, that must have been horrible.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure which was worse, but anywho, those muty monsters absolutely tore the place up. They were putting the hurt on anyone they could get their hands on.
Wow. Gosh, what did you do then?
Well, it just so happened that when I tried to get the hell out of Dodge, my arm got jammed in the S-bend. And I was stuck in the damn toilet.
So I'm not the only one who's had this. Okay, Starman.
Oh my God.
After a few
Philip
hours,
Permsmeyer, thank you for the donation. First potential line for Tom. Ladies and gents with romantic history to me, I'm sorry, my heart belongs to ASAM.
Wow. That was really a unique story. We should
Headless Jeff again.
And could share such an experience with our readers. Thank you for your time. This will definitely feature in the next edition of Voice of the Commonwealth.
Return to Alyssa. All right, we can go back, return to Alyssa, and that'll put us right next to a settlement. And then we can, let's see, do we have any other quests we're waiting on? I guess we can go report to Oberland just to take that XP. Because I actually do need those levels for the sake of not dying. We'll go do that real quick.
Any luck clearing out that trouble spot?
Yep, accidentally did it.
I cleared that place out for you. Should be safe for your friends to move in now.
Nice to have some good news around here for a change. By the way, feel free to use our workshop.
I already stole your
glad
workshop,
to count
sorry.
You as a friend.
Actually, while we're here, we might as well fix this place. So we need to unassign the city leader, because we don't need a city leader anymore. There is still a small benefit to having a city leader, so if you guys see me doing this, it's mostly just for optimization of what I'm trying to do. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. You do get minor benefits for having a city leader, even if you're not using a city plan, or if your city plan is already done, like mine is. But I just need people on industrial right now. So we're gonna dismiss city leader. Since we're using single level city plans, let's make sure our recruitment beacon is powered, wherever that thing's hiding. Where are you? I'm also mildly concerned that we may have forgotten one in some of these city plans. Nope, there it is. Alright, are you powered? I don't think so. I don't see any electricity going to it. Nope. Alright, this is like 4 for 4. None of them had power. I don't know if that's a mistake in the code or a mistake in the city plan. Alright, so that should ensure more people show up at some point. And what else we got going on here? We've got someone signed to caravan, which is good. And let's see. Well, I think so. Let's double check that. Yeah, someone signed a caravan. What's our second person doing? There's you. You're assigned to a house. Are you the caravaneer? Yes. So where's our other friend? Where are you hiding at? Maybe time to bust out the town meeting gavel. I guess they could be sleeping in their house right now. That's reasonable. Dark out. Nope, there they are. All right, you need to work industrial. I need more scrap. Make it happen, please. What do we got over here? We got some interior industrial. Let's see, machine part, building materials. There's what we need. Now, which one is which? That's the question here. I don't remember. I don't remember which side of the. I think they're always on the left side. I think that feels right. So that would mean we want this one for building materials. Oop. And she took it on her own. Didn't even have to do it. So yeah, so this one right here, if I'm correct, should be machine parts. Yep. Wait, is it already level 1? Did it already build? It did. It's already built, but no one's working it. Okay. Well, the next person who moves in can just take that. All right, we need that building material, though. We're not ready for machine parts yet. I should go start upgrading some of my stuff in Sanctuary now. I have enough resources. I've actually been thinking about doing that, but I'll get into all that stuff off camera, I think. There's just so much settlement management to do. And I want to show you guys story stuff right now. Let's see. So she must be, it must be 9 o'clock, must be church 30. Yep. So everybody's at the church. Let's see if I can go turn it in there. Raven, nice. I will try and remember that. Feel free, if I don't do it within the first like half hour after Tom's on, just poke me again and remind me. But yes, I remember you did chat before and you didn't put a message on it, so that's a perfect use of it. More ammo, thank you. All right, where are you, Alyssa? Are you? Did we? Yeah. Now church time's over and you're gonna be asleep. Well, let's run down and do that. We're actually passing on so much time fast traveling everywhere. I won't be surprised if right at the start of next session we trigger the next round or the next branch of the main quest. This is one of those periods where there's a break period where you can go do other stuff, work on settlements like I've been talking about, or go do other quests like we're going to work on CPD next stream, I think. Yeah, Jeff, you're going to church whether you like it or not.
Now he can fix my door.
Why are they idling from bed? That's so weird. I've never heard a vanilla character do that, and we use the same system for dialogue as the vanilla game. Very odd.
Oh, wow. You sure work fast. How did you and Jeff go with the interviews?
Yeah, I know, Mod Hunter. It's ironic that while doing a Sim Settlement stream, I'm not playing around in settlements. It's something I'll probably once we're back on SS1 content, I'll probably put that back in the loop. But right now, I'm just trying to show off all the new story content.
It was easy.
Yeah. Look, it was tough, but we all got them. Here. The one with the young girl might need some, editing, but it's all there.
Oh, I see. I think we can turn it into something usable.
Raven,
Might
are you
need some
knocking my
creative headlines
fetishes?
to make the stories pop? Oh, before I forget, here's your payment for looking after Jeff. If you come back in the next couple of hours, I can give you an early pressing.
Hey, there goes those
of the
overland station
second
upgrades.
edition. Bye for now.
Oh, somebody must have moved in and just said, wow, she pays out a mint. I like it. Okay. So now I think Jeff, we get to finally leave him behind. Yep, he's going to stick around there. Boys of the Commonwealth 2nd edition. Fantastic. All right, let's go. Let's see, what are we going to be doing next time? We're going to be doing calling potential deputies. Where is their headquarters? Way down over here. Okay. Well, let's... I'm trying to think what I'm going to do next, because I want to just put myself in the best position to quickly do it. I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm going to end up off camera moving around, so I won't be where I leave myself anyway. So I might as well come to Sanctuary, end my session here, and then I can do some settlement management when I pop back in. So we're going to get Tom on real quick here, just a couple of minutes. I am going to park myself in here. I think I'm gonna run and grab a refill. I usually give myself several beverages before I start a stream, and I've already killed them all, and I think Tom and I are gonna be talking a lot, so I'm gonna need a recharge on my water. So we're gonna have a brief moment of silence. I hope you guys can keep anybody new who pops into the viewership, let them know what's happening. Let them know I'll be right back, because I don't have any type of be right back thing set up, because I am not a pro at this streaming thing. But I'm gonna definitely need to refill these waters, or I'm gonna die tomorrow. All right, so let's do my normal thing here. So we're gonna go save LP day. What are we on day 10? That's wild. That means 10 weeks we've been doing this. End of session. There we go. And then we'll do set game hour to 11. My favorite in-game time of day. TB52A. Set time scale to 0.1. Okay, we are ready to park ourselves in the settlement. And then if anybody has any questions about settlement stuff. All right, guys, so I'm going to disappear for like 3 to 4 minutes while I recharge my beverages. When I come back, we're going to bring on Tom, who is the voice actor of Jake. We're going to talk with him. Any of you guys who wants to help out a charity and hear Jake whisper sweet nothings into your ear, we're going to take super chats for charity for the rest of the evening. So any super chats come in, I'm going to get Tom to read them as Jake for you. So whether they're questions to me or just stuff you want to hear Jake say, queue them up. Otherwise, well, I will definitely still respond to at King Gath tags and everything, but we're going to talk for a little bit with Tom at first and see how, what his experience was like with voicing Jake, because it was a huge project for him. Did it pro bono just to help out the project, to help the mod succeed, and I want to talk to him about that for a little bit. So kind of a little mini podcast, and then we'll get into hanging out with you guys. All right, so I will be back in about 3 minutes.
Get back here, you little ass thing.
All right, back. All right, let's call Tom up here. Let's go ahead and start a voice call. Tom, are you there?
Hello. Yes, I am here.
All right.
Are we on stream now, or?
Yeah, you're going to go directly on stream. So first thing we got to do is I got to fix the volume, and then you got to prove it's really you. Maybe with a hey slick, hey darling for everybody. I think that'll let them know it's you.
Hey, slicks and darlings out there, and every vagabond in between. This here's Jake. Just been taking care of the Commonwealth, as you know. But happy to meet y'all, and I just gotta say I've received some very kind comments throughout these last few months. I just want to say, well, I love you too.
Oh, that's fantastic. How are you doing, man?
I've been good. I've been through a very, very important transitional process where I moved. I've been out of New York for a bit, but I came back to New York and I have a new voice booth I just built. I just built a new computer. A lot of new stuff this year. So
yeah. That's fantastic.
I've been getting back into the voiceover game as of recent. So I've been happy to get back to that. But mainly, I'm here to hang out with you and everybody else here.
Right on. It's so like, so is this your full-time career doing voice acting, or is that something you're just pursuing on the side?
Right now, for the last year, it's been my main source of income. So that's fantastic. I guess right now that is. I mean, I dabble in a lot of different freelance stuff. I write, I do sound design. I also compose and write music for people sometimes. So I keep myself busy with just anything creative, anything that keeps my dopamine flowing from just making stuff. I just love making stuff, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm always making stuff. If it wasn't this project, I'd have 6 others going. But thank you so much for doing this project. I know when Cobus first approached you, I think your response was something along the lines of like, "Oh, I don't usually do pro bono work, but this seems like a cool project." So I'm glad you joined us, because you nailed Jake. Like you embody him in a big way.
I have so much fun being Jake, and I remember like the email saying the guy from I got the email where you guys were saying like that you, oh my god, there was such kind words in the audition that I handed in. I was like, these guys seem really nice, and then when I listened in and you guys told me about the process and the team that you had, that's what really hooked me in. It's like these guys are among the most dedicated, hardest working creators among, like, just in the modding community, let alone just as people making a game. It's amazing the work you guys do.
Thanks. Well, we definitely love dumping in the hours. It's fun that I'm glad that does that everybody on the team putting in that effort kind of inspires others to join us. So that's fantastic to hear. So I'm glad that
a natural,
that did it.
Charismatic team, I gotta say, yeah.
And Cobus is very good at recruiting people. I don't know what it is about his messages, but he'll always say like, I think I can get so and so, and he almost I can't think of many people he didn't manage to convince to join us. But had you worked with Cobus prior, or was this your first encounter with him?
This was the first project I worked on with Cobus, and I believe since then, I did work with them on something else. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what, but I remember it was another project. Cobus has been very, very, very kind to me, and also like he's great to work with, and he's been very kind enough to share some of the positive reception people have for specifically Jake the character.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've been
People
really
are loving him. I want to later in the stream. I want to show you some fan art people have done. People have done fan art about Jake. They're so into him, which is crazy, right? Because Sim Settlements is fan art for Fallout. So people are doing fan art for fan art. I don't know. Have you seen any of it yet? Has anybody showed you any?
I saw one a while back, and I think I retweeted it too. It was just art of Jake, and it's like it's just so surreal to know that that I have a character at all that people are making fan art of, and it's a high honor. It really is.
Yeah, I agree. It was really cool to see that. It's like, oh, you made it. To Sir Rick, who wrote the character. Like, you got people who love the character enough to like put their free time into doodling about him. All right, so you're down with this idea of reading effectively like reading as Jake some messages for folks. Is that I told them that that you have the discretion whether or not to actually read it if somebody posts something that's a little out there. But I think we got a good audience. I think everybody's going to be tame about it. So what do you say? You want to read some of these?
It sounds like that sounds great. No, yeah, it sounds fun.
Right on. All right, so so all these super chats are going to. So what I'm going to do is, because he can't see your guys' super chats, well, you might be able to if you're watching the YouTube chat, but I'm going to just copy and paste them directly into our little Discord conversation. So this first one's for Philip Hermsmeyer. He donated $10 to the charity night. Well, quickly before we go further, why don't you tell folks a little bit about the charity that you'll be donating to with our super chats this evening?
So I was thinking of a couple of charities, and I mentioned to you the kind of stuff that I usually find passion, or like that things that mean something to me personally. Like I mentioned a couple of things, but one thing that stuck out recently was the Foundations of Divergent Minds, which is it's a nonprofit organization. It's based here in Texas, led by autistic and other neurodivergent people who provide training and education for parents, teachers, and other service providers on neurodiversity. On their website, like just to give a recap. Rooted in principles of disability justice, founded and led by multiple neurodivergent autistic people, our mission is to ensure equity, access, and fulfilled lives through inclusive, practical, and affirming neurodiversity-based programming and education. It just seemed, I just liked their message, and they seem to have a very progressive and very affirming outlook on autism. And having people in my life who have autism, it means something to me that, you know, that mental health in general gets a better rep and is destigmatized, and this seems like an organization that gets that picture. Right on. Yeah, let's all right. Well, let's make them a little bit of money tonight. So, so first up, we got Philip Hersmeyer. Get $10 donation your way. He wants to hear Jake say this. Let's see. Ladies and gents with romantic interest in me, I'm sorry. My heart belongs to ASAM. Oh, that's a great one. All right, we got another one here. I'd love to build a relationship, but the only relationship I'm building is with the Commonwealth. I'm so sorry. Oh, fantastic. Let's see here. Ravenheart just wants to hear you say this. Let's see. And she says you can ad-lib, so she just wants to hear this to start, and then you can ad-lib on that. It sounds like you got that skill. You just rolled with the ASAM thing. Let me see. I do pray you forgive me if this is mispronounced, but just want to say Raven. That's what I thought. Okay, all right. My instincts tell me well here. Hello, Raven, darling. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. No matter what time it is in the morning, it's always time for you to have a good day. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, this is fun. All right, let's see here. Quester WI just throwing $10 at the charity. Need not say anything. Awesome. Well, go ahead, Jake. Why don't you thank him anyway? Oh, what happened? Quester says you don't need to say anything, but I think Jake would say thank you anyway. Thank you very kindly. You are most wonderful, and you probably smell like lavender. Let's see. Adam Antian donates $20. Says, thank you for bringing such a great character to life for us all. Oh, thanks. No, hell yeah. No, I have a lot of fun with it, and I'm really glad y'all are getting a kick out of it. So thank you for all the wonderful support. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do to make sure, because a lot of people are just posting messages in the super chat. I'm gonna read off who did it and what they donated, and I'm gonna let you just read the message verbatim, and you can. And add I don't want to call you out too much at the moment. It's just your microphone in the Discord seems to muffle, and I don't know why. I'm sorry. Let's get that fixed out. Let me ask the viewers. Can everybody else hear me, or is my sound all screwed up for everybody? I wonder if I screwed something up with my setup. Let me see here. All right, I'm going to end the call real quick, and I'll pull you back in just a moment. We'll see if that works. Okay, everyone says they can hear us both, and I sound good, so it must be Discord. Give me just a second. All right, Tom, how's this? Any better? It's the same, but I'll
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think
Maybe
it's just
you
the
should
Discord.
mute me on Discord and just listen to the stream. Oh, no, I guess then will be like a delay. You'll hear me 10 seconds in the past. Oh, sorry about this, Tom. You're gonna have to deal with a very terrible sounding gap. All right. So what I'm gonna
No worries.
So we've got a donation from Commander Wolf for $10 here. I'm just gonna let Jake read these out as is, and you can add them on them if you like.
Let me just take a quick look here. Is this a Dune reference? Because the last line reminds me of Dune.
Retake.
I haven't seen
Sagas
it.
Ironworks. The cargo must flow. Yeah, I don't know if that is, but I guess just go with it.
For Jake and King. If Jake ever got a hold of a Fallout train engine, would he ever work on it as a side project to help out the logistics division? Retake Sagas Ironworks. The cargo must flow.
I think, yeah, like the spice must flow, right? That's the reference there. So
He who controls the Commonwealth controls the universe.
Very nice. All right, we've got Jim Simon with $50 donation, and he just says this.
Just for the amazing charity. Yeah.
Very nice. All right, we've got an interesting one. This one's got some direction to it. Let's see. So Kez Daddy with a $100 donation. Thank you, Kez Daddy. We've got this. So you've got some direction to work with here in brackets and parentheses.
Woo-wee. Wow. You are slick.
Oh, spicy. Very nice. All right. Here we go. We got a $10.
God damn, you looking slick tonight, baby.
I love it. You have fun with this character. Let's see. We got a $10 donation from Carvok, and it says this.
Oh no, Slick. Those raiders have power armor. What do we do?
Fantastic. Oh, this is great. Excuse me. So when you're trying, so I can tell that you're like, you're taking your role seriously because you read through these all and kind of get yourself prepped to do it. So is this what you do when you're reading off all of our dialogue? Like when you're recording, is it, you kind of got to get yourself hyped up and get yourself into the mood to do the voice? Cause it's definitely different. Definitely there's an accent there, but it's not a heavy one. And it definitely sounds like Jake sounds distinct from your voice, but I can still tell it's the same person talking, like when you're just talking with your normal voice and Jake. Does it take a lot to get you into that mood, into Jake?
I'd say part of the first thing is making sure I got the accent just right, because it is very subtle. It's not, one of the things that I remember Kovas saying is that the thing he liked about my audition was that I wasn't trying too hard to be hard on the accent. Like I just interpret it subtle, and I try to keep that balance of like not being too much and just kind of having that subtlety to it. So like I'll practice a little bit. I say Commonwealth or what you talking about, like a little bit of stuff like that. So it's not necessarily based on like other characters. Like say I know an easy one is McCree / Cassidy from Overwatch. That's right. Probably I imagine that's a lot of kinds of voices that people think when they think of Southern. But I wanted to put myself in there, so I just. Sure. One of the things that really gets me in there is just kind of relating to the fact of wanting to make something out of nothing. Like I love the idea of making, like I mentioned before, I love making stuff.
Yeah.
Even like whether with my hands or with my voice work,
music,
writing things, music, and they're just kind of finding purpose like that, and I integrate that part of it, of myself, into Jake, and that sort of carries my emotions, my emotions, my intentions, and that's what I like a lot about Jake, is that there's something relatable to his ambition.
Yeah, for sure. He's not. We had a mod that we did, a story mod we did before this, that was all based on the Raider side, and I know one of the struggles we had was getting that Raider character to be relatable to people, because usually the Raiders in Fall of War are written very bloodthirsty, and Jake is just such a polar opposite of that, very relatable character. Which I think is why so many people love him. We've got another one. It looks like I missed one from Jason Lokrantz, and I apologize for missing this, but fortunately, Sir Rick's got your back. Got another one for you. This is a $20 donation. Here you go, Jake.
Hey, Slick. I got some good news if you're looking for work. I've got word of a settlement that needs our help. You in?
Good old Preston reference. I love it. Let's see. And we've got a new one here from Philip Hermsmeyer for $25. Thank you for the donation. And it is going to say, I assume you don't want the quote at the end, so I'm going to just go ahead and go with this. Don't mind the silence. Tom's just getting the accent right, which we very much appreciate.
Making sure I get this right.
Yeah.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Fantastic. Yeah, I love that. I love that watching your, or just listening to your process. I guess I can hear you kind of like slowly talking yourself through it. Because I have no concept of voice acting. I like the closest I get to voice acting is I like to do voices for all the characters in a story when I read to my kids. So I like give each of them a unique voice. That's the most acting experience I have.
And that's, I mean, like, yeah, no, there's that's the fun part of voice acting is getting to be those characters, even if they're just like, even small deviations from our voice is still a different character. So
for sure.
When yeah, so like I'm reading this line, I'm putting myself in Jake's head, and I'm seeing like, what kind of place would he be in? Because voice acting, first and foremost, what I always say about voice acting is that it is first and foremost acting.
Right.
You know, it's not necessarily, you know, like there are things different about voice acting compared to being on a stage or in front of a camera, but it still relies on the same principles that any performance requires, which is the who, what, where, whens, why you're there.
Right.
Of your performance and your character. You bring that in, even with the most cartoonish of characters, you still have motives, intentions. You're still reacting to situations around you. So, like, with the last line I just read, I can see Jake kind of sick and tired of these goddamn raiders. Like, they keep, I'm sick of it. They keep taking our stuff. They keep taking all of our ambition away with just the very fact that they don't leave us alone. So we're going to take the fight to them. I am reacting to them being a problem to us. And I'm going to act on that feeling. Because what I'm going to do, we shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight on the fields and the streets. We shall fight on the hills. We shall never surrender until they go away. Because that's the motivation. Because I'm thinking of, as a pet character, of multiple things. I want them to be gone because I want people I care about to be safe. Because even in a slightly selfish way, they are necessary to make my dream happen, which is this commonwealth, this new settlement, this new found civilization that I can make happen.
You know what I got from all of that excitement about the fighting them back. You are ready for chapter 3. That's what I'm hearing, because we're gonna need that energy for chapter 3. I don't know if Kobus has given you any of the outline or anything, but it's we're gonna need that. We're gonna need exactly that energy. So I'm glad you got it.
I know I might recall a few things that were mentioned.
Things that cannot be spoken aloud yet. So let's see, we got a couple more here. So so there's a character. I don't know if you've played much of the mod, but there is a character that uses a very stereotypical, like, phony Canadian accent. You know how, you know, like, hey, we could use your help, eh? You know, that kind of like really phony Canadian.
You need some help, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So the Kez Daddy, $50 donation, wants to hear you say "awesome," which is how one of our mock Canadian characters says "asam." So just the word "awesome" as Jake.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need to build yourself an awesome in order to get those settlements up there, don't you know? I think that's what they're looking for.
we'll let Kez Daddy throw just tag me at King Gath if you were going for something different. All right, here we go. We've got a $10 Canadian. Speaking of Canadian, I just saw the CA there. Donation from Guardian MF. Here we go. We're gonna paste another line for you here.
Take a look.
Oh, this is a line that Sturgis says in the mod, or in the base game, in the middle of the game. That's what that's from.
Well, would you look at that? There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school, pre-war. You might have seen it.
You know, that was so good. I thought I was second guessing in my head there. Wait, is that a Jake line? Is that not a Sturgis line? Is that actually a Jake line?
I'm reading this thing like, wait, didn't I do this one? Like,
oh, that's so funny. That's actually one of my favorite parts about working on this project and working with so many talented people is that sometimes I forget and I'm uncertain which stuff is that we did and which stuff was in the base game. And a lot of players that make that same thing, like I'll watch Let's Plays and they're like, wait, is this base game or did they add this in? And that's so flattering. It's so fun. Let's see here. We've got a $5 donation from John Framuth and would like to hear Jake say this. Oh, that's really funny.
Let me take a look here. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Now I want to hear the arrow in the knee one, but I can't remember exactly how it goes. Let's see here. Lauren Woods, $5 donation. I'm just gonna paste the message and let you do what you want with that.
Hey, I happened to see you around the settlement here, and I noticed you're new, and I just want to say that, I think you're kind of cute. I'm sorry. I know I'm being quite forward. It's just, if I didn't say nothing, I was gonna beat my ass all day not saying nothing. So, listen, I'm around if, say, you wanted to, get a drink. There's actually this one spot right up the cliff, little yonder. I know we just met, but I would say let's get a couple brews, take a look out from the horizon right on the top of that cliff, and we'll just kind of gaze at the clouds and pick out little images that show up in there and talk about what we like. And if that's what you want to do, you know where to find me.
Tom, you know what you just did there? I think you just wrote some of the dialogue for Sir Rick for Chapter 3, and I think you also
that's what it is.
I think you also just multiplied the thirst tweets that are going to be incoming for Jake by about a factor of 10. So that's fun. All right, we got a $10 donation from Carvok. He would like to hear this, so this will be a fun one.
Can I throw in a freebie really quick?
Yeah, let's hear a freebie, please.
All right, that dang Aiden, always making such a fuss. He comes up to me, calls me a sussy baka. What the hell does that even mean?
I love the Jake Aiden relationship a lot. I think that was something we talked about a lot in writing, of making sure that each of the characters has distinct relationships, because tension in the scenes is what makes them interesting, and like those two have fantastic. I like their relationship. It makes it easy to write and add in conflict between the characters.
I always, and this may not necessarily be true for the story, but when I'm like voicing for him, I like to think he likes to be a little mad at Aiden, because it's like almost like an annoying brother kind of way.
Right.
It's like, damn it, Aiden, Mom said it's my turn to play the Xbox. No, because you were here for 2 hours now playing Halo or whatever. Fuck Call of Duty. I don't pay attention to that. Let me just play Civ 6.
Good game.
Great game. I love Civ.
Yeah, same here. Somebody asked me that last stream. It was like, what game would you play if you weren't playing Fallen Farm? Like, probably a Civilization game, because I love that you just go forever on those. Those games are always, the first night I ever install one of those, it's like a 26-hour session. It's like, wait a second, what day is it now?
A 26-hour session of what?
Of Civ. Every time I install a new Civ game, I feel like I start playing, and then in 2 days pass, and it's like, wait a second, what just happened? Like real time.
Oh man, the hyper focus really kicking in.
Yeah.
Especially, no, I totally relate. Like, I don't know about 26 hours straight, but
I'm exaggerating.
I have to stop myself. No, but it could get close. It could like you could get hooked in there. Just the idea of building stuff is just great there.
Yeah. One more turn. All right, so I got one for you from Carvok there that I pasted into chat.
Let me see. I cannot be caged. I cannot be controlled. Understand this as you die, ever pathetic, ever fools.
Going dark. Carvok's want to hear. So Carvok is known in our community as he builds Raider-themed city plans, like crazy for our city plan contest. So I bet I will not be surprised if Carvok does not throw some more Dark Side of Jake quotes out there. Let me ask you this. So this is something that was interesting with Jake when we were writing him. Is in the original draft, I don't think Jake cursed a single time. And I think it took some convincing to get Sir Rick to write a little bit of cursing in when, just really to show the when he's really fired up. How do you feel about that as a character? Like, because I think the stereotype for the Texan attitude is, you just curse like a sailor and it's no big deal. Like that just feels natural. But what do you feel from that? So like you've lived in Texas. And you've voiced the character. Do you like that aspect of him? Do you relate to it?
I relate to his restraint. I actually relate because, I curse in casual conversation with people, not like out of aggression, but just kind of like the adverb way.
Right.
But I appreciate and I relate to his the restraint he has in terms of his demeanor, because the thing I noticed a lot about Jake is that he's willing to go along with a lot of the stuff the player's doing, and he's got this calmness to him that's just nice, and for him to curse, it's got to take a lot.
Right.
I can only imagine it's just breaking something. So for him to get mad enough to want to lash out like that, and I've been in places where where that casket just blows if you're just so mad about something, and that makes sense. But it's also I don't see him just kind of throwing out the F word here and there just for the hell of it. I can see him saying hell, damn, son of a bitch, stuff like that. Yeah. But when you get to the harder stuff, he's got to be real pissed for it.
I think
or
it
really
shows
scared.
Yeah, he's got to be really passionate. I think it shows up so little in his script. You can almost, without even reading any direction notes, because I know that Sir Rick and Kobus give a lot of notes for the lines to help the scenes play out exactly how they're envisioning them. If you see any cursing in there, you pretty much know. It's Jake is real angry because that's the only time it comes out from him.
That's when I know to really look into the subtext. I'm oh, he's cursing. Something's going on here.
Right, something's going down here. I better read these notes. All right, we got from Commander Wolf a $10 donation. Here you go. There's your line.
Get the railroads online that will ensure supremacy over the Gunners and Enclave?
I don't know what that feels like a part of a reference to something. And I actually would love to see railroads in Fallout. I think that'd be really a fun thing to build.
You must construct additional pylons.
you might have just jumped the queue. That might have been someone's where we got quite a few coming in here. I'm falling behind. Let's see here. We've got a $10 donation from Blair Kriz, and it is this.
You are out of uniform, soldier. Where is your power armor?
Fantastic. All right, Kez Daddy finally got back on the ASM. He just wanted to hear Jake without the Canadian part, just using the word ASM instead of ASAM. So maybe going for the line of trying to figure out how is Jake figuring out how to say ASAM for the first time. That's the scene.
This is a pretty neat tool and all, but what do I call it? I guess an ASM? No, it sounds too much like I'm saying ass. I'm no one's going to take me seriously. How about ASAM? There we go.
Very nice. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. From Jim Simon, $10 donation. And it is a... Now, here's a gamer test for you, Tom, is do you know the full quote?
I used to be an adventurer just like you. But then, well, I took an arrow to the knee.
Very nice, very nice. Let's see here. Going on down. Oh, and then Tyrell wants the same thing. So we'll double up on that. Maybe you can give it a different spin.
Ah, dang it! I used to be an adventurer like you, but well, look at it now. I took an arrow to the knee.
Let me ask you something, Tom. Do you do non-voice acting? Have you caught yourself in theater or doing any film work?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I used to do more a while ago. Like, well, in high school, I did some theater productions.
Sure.
I wasn't like a thespian kid, but I liked the idea of acting. I was mainly interested in like the video work because I got to do more stuff, and I liked editing too. But as far as acting, yeah, I would act in some sketches I would make and things like that. I was in a friend's, my brother's friend, but I know him through my brother. He had an independent film. I was like an extra in that. I was like a lineless robber. Like I didn't have lines, and I stole someone's bike and another thing. I don't have a lot of on-screen roles. And there was a point where I really wanted that, but I just kind of clicked with voice acting more. I don't know what it was. I wouldn't rule out that I do more acting work in general, but what I did do was I took acting classes. Among the best growth I've seen as a performer was at the Working Actors Studio in New York City. I took a class that was both monologue analysis and voiceover. It was a combination class, and a lot of the stuff in a lot of the principles I developed as an actor were like in those kinds of classes where, you know, you learn about a lot of the stuff that you would learn for theater or for film as an actor carries over to voiceover because, like I mentioned before, it has it has the same principles of putting yourself in the moment and all the different kinds of schools of thought, Stanislavski and other guys, and like a lot of the classes I take, they usually kind of just like pull from different sources, all kind of meshed into like, you know, the different things at work, and everyone kind of puts themselves into the moment in different ways.
Right.
But I find it very effective to really reach out and talk to somebody, even in a monologue, because even if you're talking to yourself, you're still trying to convince somebody.
Sure. So you do have done some acting, but probably more in the class sense than in. I was just curious, like you seem to have a knack for it, so I was just curious if you had done more than just voice acting. But I guess, like you said, voice acting is still acting. You still, whether you're in the room with a person or you're pretending, you still are envisioning you're talking to somebody else. So it's all the same. But it seems like I would not have been surprised if you said, "Oh yeah, I before I got into voice acting, I did a bunch of theater work or something."
I took a lot of classes. I forgot to mention also college. I took several semesters in college for acting. So there was like high school, there was college. After college, I had taken a long time at an actor's studio.
Sure.
And then I just kind of picking up along the way. I've also taken voiceover classes and have been coached by voice acting professionals. I'm actually on the lookout.
That's so weird to see. Like sorry to interrupt the like whenever I see that there's video game classes, there's like whole degrees in it because when I was coming up to college age, the very first like video game degree was like just being formed at a school in Florida, and it didn't exist before that. And like the fact that there are classes for some of these things that just seem like, you know, they seem like not real careers. Like voice acting seems like just fun, and it's crazy that there's just college courses about it. And I'm sure there have been for ages, but I've never heard of somebody saying that I went to a class on voice acting. Like, oh, I guess that makes sense that would exist.
Oh, well, I mean, like the classes are not necessarily like they're in like a school, but like there are professional working actors or casting directors even who will have it, who have those classes. But yeah, no, it's really neat to see that it's more seen as a viable job because one thing, it's very lucrative, especially if you network well and you get your work in commercial work. What I was going to say before was that the thing I'm trying to really invest more in is commercial work. I've done commercial work, and there's good money in it, and there is fun to it. It is a little different from character work specifically. There is like a particular technique to mastering selling something to people for a commercial, because you have to sound conversational. That's the word that comes up, is you got to sound conversational, not too announcery,
right?
But also that has a certain sound to it in a sense. It's I don't want to trick people into thinking that there's like a certain way to be conversational.
Right.
But like there's things you learn through like classes and through coaches about what people might be looking for in a commercial read. So
Okay.
I've actually been looking out for classes for that recently, and I got a couple names that I have written down somewhere that I'm gonna look into soon.
Yeah, for just to keep yourself getting steady work. Good move. I saw you have got some impressive companies on your website there that you've worked for. So, it's not shocking at all. Like, I mean, the fact that you, again, I'm so grateful that you've been willing to do this project with us pro bono, because we cannot afford voice acting, especially at your caliber. That again, I would, even outside of the acting, if you just told me, like, you know, this is your full-time career and then Sim Settlements is just a little hobby side thing because you missed doing it for free, or not necessarily doing it for free, but missed doing it for fun side projects because now you're doing all corporate, I would not have been shocked at all. So it's cool that we're catching you kind of on the upswing. That we get to be one of those projects you look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to have time to do stuff like that.
No, yeah, and to be completely honest, I am very like, I'm very picky when it comes to like pro bono stuff, only because like, you know, like I'm a working actor and I had to like, you know, we got bills to pay and things like that.
Yeah.
But every now and then you get like this thing where you just say, I want to be a part of that, and this just kind of shone out like a diamond in the rough. Not to say that there's rough all around. I mean, like, just like it just stood out.
There is.
So
we know there's
is
plenty of rough in the modding community. There are a lot of rough. There's a lot of rough mods out there. It's kind of a struggle to get through. So your acting is standing out as a diamond in the rough for sure in that way. All right. So
no, I mean, I don't want to compare to nothing else. I just know that like when I found this project and you guys reached out and I learned about it, I became very impassioned to be a part of it. So I'm grateful to be here.
Well, I hope we send you off with a bang on the last chapter. I think it's going to be really good. It's I wish I could talk more about it in public. I mean, you and I can talk about it off camera. we got to keep the secrets close to the chest. All right, we got some more. This next one, I'm a little confused about what you were going for, Commander Wolf. Commander Wolf with a $10 donation looks like a conversation between Jake and Aiden, so I'm not sure what you're supposed to read on it, so I'll just let you play with it. You're an actor. You're a great actor. I'm sure you can do something with that. So here you go. We'll give Tom a couple minutes to sort through this and figure out what's going on. And I'm gonna go through and see if I can find some more of these. There's quite a pile up here.
I guess I'll just read through the line. If a worst case scenario, it's just might be, yeah. I'll roll with it.
All
so,
right.
Aiden, Wolf, why are there howitzers on top of the HQ? There is a behemoth down the road with super mutants, and we need the firepower in case more gunners or more raiders show up. I think that second part was meant for like an Aiden. I could try and do an Aiden impression.
Yeah, let's hear your Aiden impression. That'll be interesting.
Aiden, Wolf, why the hell are there howitzers on top of the HQ? Jake, there's a behemoth down the road with super mutants, and we need the firepower in case more gunners or more raiders show up. Okay, but I needed that space for the couch and television. I like to watch things in that room, and you filled it up with a goddamn tank.
Oh, if River, if you're watching, what'd you think of his Aiden impression? All right, we got a $50 donation from Kez Daddy. Can
I just say Aiden's voice actor sounds awesome?
I agree. Well, and he's one of the folks who's like is going full pro in the game industry already. Like, we're lucky he makes time for us, I think. River does a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, he sounds to me like every time I hear his voice, I feel like I just caught and I'm like, is somebody playing Metal Gear Solid in the next room? Like, it's he sounds like his voice belongs in a Hideo Kojima game.
I could hear that. I could definitely hear that. I could hear him in like an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, but we've got him as Aiden, which is awesome. I love that character. I'm glad he's on board. Let's see here. So this one is, I think the spelling is, oh yeah, sorry for the weird spelling. So this is from Kez Daddy, $50 donation. The spelling is weird to get past the wonderful YouTube filter, but it's nothing too crazy. I'll fix it. I'll fix the typing when I send it to you.
Oh, no problem. Oh, I love this. God, stupid. stupid, sexy Aiden. Big blue eyes and stupid, luscious hair and kissable lips. God, damn, stupid, sexy Aiden was being a pain in my ass. I wish.
Oh, I'm sure Kaz is very happy with that donation. Fantastic. Oh, that was great. That was a good one. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm having trouble with my. Everyone knows I have a constant trouble with YouTube's chat. Has this really weird thing where it jumps around. It's very awful. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a long one. For this is a $10 donation from Thiago Sundfeld or Sundfield. No, it is Sundfeld. I had it right. All right, here you go.
Ha! Serves you right, you damn gunner. This is what you get for taking my gun and breaking my terminal. But most importantly, for making me almost lose my scarf.
Nice. So he wasn't clearly. Thiago was not satisfied with your ranting about Berman in the actual quest.
You mess with the ascot, you get your ass kicked.
So Rick, take some notes, man. We're gonna have to have Tom take over the writing. All right, we got a donation from Lauren Woods here.
That wizard came from the moon.
That I feel like that's going over my head. Is that a reference I'm not getting?
That is there. So if I got it right, it's Peter Dinklage was the voice of like a drone character or of a character in Destiny when it came out, and it got a lot of attention for not so great reasons because it sounded very like he just kind of phoned it in, and it resulted in a line read that was, I kid you not, that wizard came from the moon. Like it was just, if you look it up, it threw off a lot of people. It's like, this is the guy coming off of Game of Thrones, and people I don't know the story behind it.
Yeah.
I maybe there's a story behind it. Maybe there's no story behind it. But that was memed a lot because of how deadpan the delivery was.
Okay.
Given the context of the scene, it's like it took me by surprise.
I played Destiny like crazy. That was actually one of the games that sucked me out of my World of Warcraft addiction and made me realize that, like, I just get addicted to online video games.
I heard that they replaced him after that. I think they ended up either having it redubbed by him or just replaced the actor altogether. I don't remember or know specifically what happened, but that line was eventually taken out. That particular read was taken.
Okay, yeah, I do remember them replacing him in one of the expansions, but yeah, and it was very It was very odd to hear him, yeah, because that game came out. I can't remember. Did it come? I think it came out when Game of Thrones was already going. Man, Game of Thrones has been it's been ages. It still feels like a fresh show, but really when you think about it, like the last season was season 8, and that was a couple of years ago now. So like the show probably came out like 10 years ago now, like when it started, the season 1, which is, man, time goes fast.
You know, that's just the thing. That show dropped that last season's ball so hard. Like, I have never seen an entire piece of media property be wiped from social consciousness so fast.
Yeah.
Within a week of the finale airing. It's like, at this point, the show only comes up either A, to mention how bad the finale was, or B, within range of that. Like, people bring it up, it's like, oh yeah, but that finale though. Like, you give it like 5 minutes. It's like, it's like that game where you go on Wikipedia and eventually everything points to Adolf Hitler or something. Like that, with Game of Thrones, eventually points back to the finale.
The finale, yeah. 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And it used to be everything was talking about, the conversations would always go back to Red Wedding, and now it's like all that goodwill squandered. I didn't mind the ending, because to me it was like, George R.R. Martin is known for basically defying expectations, and so he didn't give people what they wanted for their ending. Like, to me, that was like, yeah, that's par for the course for him. That's exactly what he would do. You got to end that show not giving people what they expect.
I suppose, except that he didn't really have as much involvement towards the end of the show's particular ending, right? They pretty much.
He came out and said after that, after all the disappointment, like, well, the books are pretty much going to end the same way. That was my plan. But I think. Did he say that? Yeah, that's from what I recall reading about that, because I remember being like, why did everyone hate this so much? Because I was never watching it in real time. I think I binged it after the fact. I think the one critique I do agree with strongly with that is they didn't need to rush that story. They could have milked that for another 2 seasons, and I'd have kept watching personally.
They were like offered extra episodes, but they decided not to. I remember, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I remember the mentions of like they were offered like 9 episodes instead of 6 or like some number like that.
Yeah.
And they said no, probably either A, because they wanted to get it over with to get on with other projects, either being they were online for a Star Wars trilogy, and they were on set for like some HBO show. It was like an alternate history Civil War thing, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't hear nothing about either of those things.
Right.
They people hated it, and they I suppose Disney cut their losses.
Yeah, maybe
So
they were trying to rush they were trying to rush the project to get onto these new dream projects, and they burned some bridges. Oh man, I think your performance for Kez Daddy with the that was the person who had you do the sexy Aiden. You inspired them. There's a lot more donations I see with their icon coming up. Oh yeah, we're getting
a little old me.
Let's see here. We've got from Quester WI. This isn't a quote for Jake, but I'll let you read it as Jake anyway. I think this is just a personal note.
You know, I lived in San Antonio for 22 years. Nice to hear a fellow former Texan. Well, let me tell you something. It's nice to hear from you too.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find. Oh, Raven, it was you who decided to have that weirdo in love with a cross-dressing super mutant. Probably was. I probably had something to do with that story. There's Tom, if you don't know what we're talking about, there's a cross-dressing super mutant character in the mod.
Oh, of course.
Why not? Why not? It's Fallout. You gotta have some craziness. Let's see here. We've got a $20 donation from Philip Hermsmeyer, and here you go.
I read this quote in a book once from some guy named Ahab Lincoln. He said, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
All right, we got a follow-up to that. So again, from Philip Hermsmeyer.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure.
Good old Abe. All right, so then we've got a $20 donation from Jason Lockrantz. Here we go.
Well, first they wrote, "Love your work as Jake. Tom, you got real talent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. This one's for you. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Fantastic.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the fine in court and serve your sentence."
Very nice, very nice. I like the extra. Kez has just got a question for you, Tom. What has been your favorite line you recorded for Sim Settlements?
Favorite? It's all so I love. I like his in the beginning when he was doing the oh no, like he's trying to do like a bad performance.
Right.
Oh gee, look at this particular settlement. If only I could make it better. Well, what's this? I got this thing. I like that, and I also like the argument. It was in the showcase that Kobus shared, where he's like kind of like nagging at Aiden, and he's just like he's just kind of like Aiden thought it'd be a good idea to do this, and I said it was okay, provided he followed the rules. That's the moment where I was just kind of like, this is just like two brothers bickering at each other. Right. I just really like I just like that part. I also like the moments where I get to be a little more quiet and more serious.
There's quite a few of those in chapter 2. There's some some stuff. I remember I watched one of them when we were in development, and I reached out to message you and be like, I was just so blown away by your performance. I like was distracted from the subtitles, which is something like I always hate subtitles because I just read through them real fast and then hit skip. Like I don't do it on stream, but when I'm playing by myself, and I like was testing that quest, the one in the church where you have that scene, and I was just like, I just totally sucked into your performance. You crushed it.
Man, I'm just doing my job. You know? Thank you. That means a lot. I really do appreciate
See, this is why you're the perfect Jake. You've got his personality. Very, very humble. Let's see here. We've got a $10 donation from Karvak.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Let me tell you.
This is let's see, XV versus is reposting for Kez Daddy. I missed a post. Thank you for reposting this, XV. And I apologize if I'm missing your guys' posts. I'm just kind of jumping to the super chats because I fell so far behind on those. So Kez Daddy had said, "Can we get River Kanoff, that's River's the voice actor of Aiden, in here with Tom and get them to reenact all of Steamed Hams?" Which who do you want to be, Skinner or Chalmers?
I want to be Skimmers, please. I gotta let me find
Excuse me.
Steamed Hams script.
You're gonna give us a few lines for Skinner.
Do you like? Am I gonna read both?
I think if you just read a couple, any of the good lines from Skinner, I think
dude,
into it.
I'll do it in the middle. I won't do the whole thing.
Okay.
These hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger. Oh, no. Patented Skinner burgers. Old family recipe. For steamed hams? Yes, yeah. Yes, you call them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled. One thing I should... Excuse me for 1 second. Yeah, of course. Well, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I'm pooped. All right, let's get out of here. Yes, I shall be. Good Lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yeah? May I see it? No.
Oh, what a great scene. Let's see here. Lauren Woods, gotta throw in another Destiny reference. Here we go.
It's not over until I sing, and I never sing.
Oh man, I feel like a terrible Destiny player. I played that game for so long, and I don't remember any of these quotes. I guess it was more in the you had to be more into the memes than the actual game. Let's see here, and I think I finally caught up. Fantastic. Wow, we were raising quite a bit here. I'm glad we did this. And it's hilarious. So the next thing I want to ask is for anybody in chat who's got some fan art. I'm gonna show you a piece, Tom, that we found that was posted recently, and I apologize to the creator if they didn't want this shared yet, because I know they said it wasn't done, but it's so cool. So I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna paste it, send it to you, Tom, and then I'll pull it up full screen so everybody can see it.
Yeah, sure.
So check this out. Somebody made that. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh!
So it's the image is sideways, so you guys can't see it. But look at this. Somebody crocheted a Jake.
I'm just a little man, all stitched up and stuff. And I'll be right next to your bed and keep all the baddies away. Don't you worry. I'll protect you with my little knitted hands. I'll find them with my knitted fists and go bang bang, and you'll be safe at night. Don't you worry about it.
That I was like so blown, like that, like cause like doing like a sketch, like, you know, people who do computer art or sketching or whatever. Like I've done a lot of that. I grew up trying to be a cartoonist before I woke up and realized that I wasn't going to make any money doing that. And so like I know you can get real fast at that. And so the people who do the fan art like that, that's real fast. But there's no shortcutting something like that. That took somebody a lot of hours.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm still looking at it. It's so nice. Like, and I'm not one for like, I don't know much about stitching, but it looks so precise and just well done. And they put so much time and effort into that. The scarf. They got the scarf.
It's great.
This is
and the
amazing.
little Pip-Boy on the left arm there. That's,
what happened?
On the left arm, there's the Pip-Boy. So for
I
Jake
see
has
the Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Yes. It's got little feet. He's got tiny little feet. He got no fingers, but he's trying. He's always trying, because that's what's all about here in the common world. Trying.
Oh, this is great. So we've got another donation from Jason Lockrance, and I'll send you a message here. And I'm going to get you some more fan art shortly. I know we've got a bunch of it.
I got another freebie. I wanted to see if anyone gets this reference.
Okay,
it's
great.
old, but I don't know if this looks like a warthog. It looks more like a puma. You know, like a big cat. I don't know. I've been on a binge of like nostalgia, so that came up. If anyone gets that, feel free to call me out. All right, let's see this quote here. My son, the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron.
Lordaeron, I think is how you say that. Yeah, Lordaeron. So Warcraft thing.
My son, the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name, Arthas.
And everybody's getting your red versus blue reference. It's coming in hot and fast. Lots of red versus blue.
That's exactly what it is.
Man, that I love this first season of that was some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And then I don't know what happened to that. It got weird. It got weird real fast.
It's, you know, because I decided to rewatch it out of nostalgia. I just popped on the first season. I'm watching it being like, this holds up in a way, you know. It's like, I mean, like maybe some stuff ages better than others, but it's like I'm watching. There's like this is before YouTube, 2003, I think it was when that was happening. It's just like I love the characters, the comedy, and yeah, I agree with you. And I think there's a couple of spots where it technically could have ended, or like where it could have cut off. And I think the perfect spot was at the end of 13, because of the way the story
goes. It went that many seasons. It went 13, or are you talking about episode 13?
Oh no, season 13.
Holy cow! I didn't know they went that long. That's wild.
They have 18 seasons, technically 17, because 18's like a whole other thing now, and everyone's been kind of really mad at it because apparently it's not all that up to par with the previous seasons.
Okay.
The last definitively good, the one that I think a lot, from what I gather, that people like a lot is 14, which because the story of the Red versus Blue guys went up until 13.
Mm-hmm.
That were all written by like the original guys and stuff.
Okay.
From what I recall. And then 14 was kind of like an anthology, sort of like celebrating like with different stories and stuff. So that was like a nice treat.
Okay.
15 to 17, I think they had different writers, and like, you know, like it's like it's not. I think it's considered like mixed among people. Like there's some stuff in there that people might like. But 18 tries, like they switch up the entire cast of characters, and there's responses from what I've read.
Okay.
I haven't even watched it, but I just know that there's mixed reception about it.
Sure.
But I love Red versus Blue. I watched it a bunch when I was younger. I just watched it again recently just to be like caught up to it. It's like there's good stuff here.
So it holds up after, you know, when you, because I find some comedy, you know, you age out of it. Like it's just like I remember I used to, and I still love it from nostalgia, but like I used to be a huge Jay and Silent Bob fan, and like rewatching it now, I'm like, that's rough. Some of that stuff's pretty rough. But like, so did the Red vs. Blue hold up for you? Like your sense of humor now versus when you first watched it, did it still tickle your funny bone?
Well, first off, on Jay and Silent Bob, I definitely feel you with that, because I grew up watching like Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I imagine that's one of those things I might revisit, and some stuff just won't hang up.
Yeah.
And you know, like Red versus Blue at the time, like they might have some stuff that doesn't hold up, like you know, like the casual, like not that it happens a lot. I've seen I rewatched a couple of seasons a couple of times, and there's sometimes surprisingly a low count for the time being, but there is like some casual use of like the R word, which you know, doesn't bode in modern context, but you know, back then people were more okay with it. But so like stuff like that obviously didn't age well. But and I don't know about you, but I feel like Donut being kind of a butt end of a joke for just being gay is also one of the things that didn't age well.
Yeah. It's...
I don't know. That's what I would be like, okay, I get it. That's the joke, is that he's kind of just effeminate. But it's like,
right.
Some stuff doesn't necessarily age well.
I wouldn't even say you're talking about, because some of that's like, if you try and judge stuff off of that, then eventually you get to the point where nothing can be funny anymore. So I try not to judge it from that lens. I just meant there like some of the, like, oh yeah, there was like, you know, like a lot of like Jay and Silent Bob in particular was like a lot of dick and fart humor. It was like, oh yeah, I go through periods like that was really funny when I was 5, really funny again in college, and then it's like, I wonder if there's going to be another moment where that's funny. And I imagine that RVB had plenty of that kind of thing going on too, where you're just like, it hits well at certain age ranges.
Oh yeah, well, like with Jay and Silent Bob, like some of it's more like kind of toilet humor stuff, but Red vs. Blue has like those conversation moments, and that's my favorite thing type of comedies, like things that play with wordplay very well. And Red vs. Blue, I think, captures moments with different characters where you could distinctly tell which characters, who they are based on what they say and what they want, and like there's a couple of very clever stuff that happens like just in the dialogue, and that's where a lot of the humor is. I just love being able to like as somebody who like writes comedy, like also like I love the idea of trying to make characters interact in the way in Red vs. Blue. I feel like they had always done that really well.
Nice. So it still holds up then. It's worth you would recommend if someone was a fan in their youth to give it a rewatch.
Yeah, and no, what I was saying about the stuff before is more just about like time and comedy and how we interact with it now compared to then. But in terms of like what it gets right, it does. I think it still does really well.
Nice. Okay, that's good to know. I might pop that into the background on one of these days again, because I haven't watched any of that in a long time. And I'm shocked there's 18 seasons, and from the sound of it, the first 13 might be good. So that's very interesting. I don't remember what season it was where I just like totally lost it, but I just remember like never getting the same satisfaction after season 1 with that show. Like I was probably, the bar was probably set too high in my head of like, oh, is every season going to be this great?
Yeah, you know, season 1 just has that wonderful grounded feel. It's like it's just a bunch of dudes just kind of talking about random stuff. And like if you're a Halo fan, you kind of like you laugh at like the Warthog conversation, for example, and but it's also just kind of funny that people would have this conversation, and I like that grounded. I like that grounded. I was skeptical of when it started branching off into more serious stories, but I at that point was more attached to the characters. And I was willing to see what they were going to do, and more willing to see like what how they reacted in different situations. So I was like, I was willing to go with it, and I was pretty rewarded with the fun story.
Right on. Yeah, I'll definitely have to put that on my rewatch list. All right, we've got some more chats for charity here. So Kez Daddy with another $20 donation has this. Now, I don't know what the From Branco is. I hope that's not. I didn't miss one from Branco earlier, or if that is if that's something else. I apologize if I've been missing some of you guys. Like, please keep poking me. And there's some people who have direct access to me on Discord. If you know of one I forgot, don't be shy about poking me at, because I'm texting this stuff to Tom. Excuse me, I have Discord open as well right now. All right, I'll let you go, Tom.
Man, Skynet was right. We should not live through the apocalypse.
Here's some from Lauren Woods. We've got this is some more ad-libbing for you. You get to do what you want with this one.
More cute and romantic stuff from Jake, pretty please. Hey, thanks for helping me out back there. That I don't know what the hell was going on with that machine. It was all broken up, but you just you're really something with that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be forward. But listen, I'm kind of working on a new project. And I might need an extra hand. Maybe you want to work on it with me. It'll give me a reason to say something nice about that scarf you got on there. I mean, look at that, matching colors. But yeah, no, listen. If you want, we could get to know each other and build something together, if you like.
How many people just fell in love there?
He's a hopeless romantic for sure.
We've got...
I just gotta say it. You looking mad cute today. I don't know what it is. You just look cute. You got like this nice little smile going on, a little like just a little twinkle in your eye, and I just want to stare at it for a while.
Woo! Bringing the heat there, Jake. We've got Jason Locrance has got another one for you.
I see a beautiful city and a brilliant people rising from this abyss. It's a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known.
What is that line from? That's a cool line.
I don't know, but it's interesting.
All right, here we go. We've got another one from Carvach.
Come take a look at this.
I have no idea what this is. It seems like it's going meta. Like this is talking about where we upload mods, which is Nexus.
He's stuttering here. He's stuttering here. So I think he's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you doing with the ASAM? Don't know. I don't know such stuff. I just do ASAMs. Just ASAMs. Just summon designs. Just ASAMs. Your Nexus, huh? I uploaded what?
Oh, fantastic. And let's see, Jason Locrest. It's from A Tale of Two Cities by Dickens. Oh, okay. And used in The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, that's probably more likely where I think I probably read Tale of Two Cities in school at some point by being forced to, but I never really got into the classic literature. I never found myself enjoying it.
I have. I'm trying to remember stuff. I remember reading stuff. I remember after like high school and college, I would revisit like Macbeth and Hamlet and just casually just to kind of check it out. And I remember enjoying it more when it's just kind of on your own pace. Sure. I have read and enjoyed, unironically, The Jungle Book, the original Rudyard Kipling, The Jungle Book, just because I am a sucker for animals and talking societies with laws and rules and stuff like that.
Okay.
The laws of the jungle, as they would say, and how they have like these regulations and unwritten codes of conduct and lore, and it's like it's nothing like the Disney movie, nothing like it.
I don't think I've ever read it, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I can imagine where you're going with that, because there's a lot of that in the little showing animal societies in there with like the elephants and the monkeys, and like they captured a little bit of it in the Disney movie. But I'm guessing the book went pretty deep on it.
Elephants created the jungle, according to the animals.
Okay.
Like they're supposedly like the gods. I mean, I don't know if they're like the gods, but they are like essentially creators of the jungle, where they have an entire tale for like I don't remember the specifics. They actually have a tale for how a tiger got its stripes.
Oh, okay.
Like because Shere Khan in the Jungle Book and by extension from the Disney movie and by extension the book is ruthless and conniving and sort of menacing and evil. And he's very willing to break rules. He's very different from the Disney movie. He's not George Sanders being suave. He doesn't have that delicate excellence as he does in the movie.
Yeah.
He's much more angry. He's very similar to Benedict Cumberbatch in the Mowgli Netflix film that Andy Serkis did, which is closer to the book, but it does have a lot of deviation still.
I haven't watched that yet. Okay.
It's interesting. It's an interesting take. I like it, but I haven't found an adaptation of the legitimate source yet that's one-to-one, and also like because every Jungle Book adaptation has taken deviation of some kind. I remember the Disney remake, being excited for it because I heard they were going to use more stuff in the book. The water truce scene in the 2016 3D animated one, they took that from the book. There is a water truce that happens in one of the stories because of drought. And in the water truce, all animals are allowed to go to drink water without any threat of attack. When there's enough water then it's free game again. But when everyone's suffering, nobody attacks nobody when they're near the water.
I've heard of that, and that was in some other story, I think. Maybe it was like something my kids watched. Maybe it was like one of the because they've done a bunch of Lion King movies and spin-offs. Maybe it was in that I heard something like that. But I've heard that before, but not from Jungle Book because I never read the old one. I think the draw like with classic literature after you're no longer forced to read it. I think one of the things that is interesting is how many stories actually stemmed from that older stuff and are kind of retellings, or where you can kind of see the patterns of, you can see the hero's journey being told at hundreds of years ago, and that's kind of cool about it. And then that's a lot of time. A lot of what entertainment is taking these classic stories and reinventing them for modern audiences.
I used to have Joseph Campbell's Hero with a Thousand Faces, the book, and I lost it. I think I lost it in Hurricane Sandy or something like that. It's lost. But that book, and you could probably know about it, but if anyone in the chat's heard of it, it's the book that written by Joseph Campbell that goes over the stuff that George Lucas relied on a lot for crafting the Star Wars saga.
Oh, okay.
Because Star Wars, because George Lucas was essentially a student of Joseph Campbell in terms of hero's journey philosophy. Because the monomyth, as it's also called, like you mentioned, it studies how different cultures and different generations have analyzed on a psychological level how people interpret a hero, the different stages that a hero goes through. I just popped in the chat. I see, man, I'm studying that book right now. Yeah, I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to read it because I never got to finish it before I lost it. But it's such a it's like that's something that always fascinated me, mainly because it was something that fascinated Lucas. And Lucas does. If you watch just the first Star Wars film, that has like a lot of the steps in the hero's journey. And if you watch the Star Wars as a trilogy, that in itself is an even larger encompassed monomyth. Because it even comes back to where the hero returns to his home, almost completely unfamiliar to it, in a sense. There's if I have it right, it's like you start off in like where home is. You leave, you go through an adventure, you come back home at some point a changed person, almost to the point where you don't quite fit in there anymore. It's because you've changed as a person. That's no longer necessary to return to. You've evolved past that, in a sense. And if you're studying that book, you're probably going to learn more specifically about that than what I remember. So definitely take a look at that stuff because it's very interesting.
It is very interesting. Even not being a writer, I still find myself like fascinated by that topic. Like, have you heard of Dan Harmon's Story Circle? I don't know if he's the one who created it or if he's just the one who's been that he talks about it a lot, because between Community and Rick and Morty and stuff, he's got a lot of cool stuff out there. But Story Circle is basically looking at the hero's journey as a circle, and then like you can actually start a story at different points of it. And if you use that idea, that you could basically find any modern story or movie like fits into one of those patterns of like you're starting the hero's journey just at different points. So maybe you start at their low point and end at their start and where the hero's journey would normally start, and that's like one type of story. It's really really cool concept.
Yeah, no, that does sound interesting. I'm trying to remember if I've heard of that before, but I like that. I could look into that too.
It's like I think it's a modern analysis of the hero's journey and like how the fact that pretty much every story is kind of that, just you're taking chunks of the hero's journey out. I think is the theory behind Story Circle. But that type of stuff of like how stories are told across time and across different civilizations is really interesting.
Yeah, and that kind of it broadens the idea of how of storytelling works, because you got people, because the low point for somebody could be in terms of their moral compass. Like for some reason, I'm thinking of The Emperor's New Groove, right? Sure. Like this is not somebody who is you've seen Emperor's New Groove, right?
Yeah, love that movie. Great movie.
Because he's not exactly in a low point, but as a character, he's kind of scummy, and he goes through an entire arc. He's forced out. He has no great calling. He's sort of thrusted into it and is a shitty person up until he has to learn to be better. And that's sort of like the uphill of that character. That's his journey, is becoming okay with thinking about other people. That's the quote unquote heroic thing that happens. Right. And I guess also the other side can happen, like a story about someone who is good can fall into a dark side. Yeah. They fall into their low point, such as with Walter White in Breaking Bad, for example. Right. The fascination is that he becomes that he is exploring the darkest elements of himself. This is not a person you root for. This is a person you want to see how far he can go. Right. As an audience, and after a point, like he as a character, before the end of the series, has to sort of redeem himself. He has a choice to redeem himself. And if you haven't seen the show, guys, it's fantastic.
That show to this day to me has the most satisfying ending of any series I've ever watched.
It really does. It really does. It sets such a bar, because the one thing I wanted from the Breaking Bad finale is to tie up all the loose ends and give us those particular moments that make everything understood and clear. It just without specifying too much, but certain things, there are certain checkboxes I had for what I'd want to happen to the finale. Every single thing was checked. Yeah, every single thing is like the polar opposite of how I felt about the Game of Thrones finale. Personally,
so many shows like either end now because they get the rug pulled out from under them because of funding, or they're trying to like leave breadcrumbs for another season that never comes along, and it's like, so it's so rare you see a good story, like a good TV series especially, that, you know, just feels complete as is. And I know they've started doing, like, I think they spun up a movie about Jesse Pinkman recently. I didn't watch it because I was just like, no, Breaking Bad ended and it was good. Like, it's a complete package. I don't need any more there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about things being pulled from under the rug. I don't know if it counts as under the rug pulling, but I know BoJack Horseman was pretty much announced right before its final season that its last season was on its way. And I think BoJack Horseman ended pretty great.
I never got into that show. I tried to watch because I love the actors that are part of that show, and like the animation style is cool, but I just didn't get sucked in season 1. I had the same problem with Rick and Morty too. I'm like, so many people I know with similar senses of humor love that show, and I'm just like, I just can't get into it. I don't know. Maybe maybe I need to give some of those a second shot. The adult animation stuff.
How far did you get in BoJack Horseman?
I think maybe 3 episodes, and I'm just like, no, this isn't working for me. It wasn't.
So there's a famous case about BoJack Horseman where, because people only watched the first 4 episodes, that it got lower ratings. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I like BoJack Horseman season 1, I really do. And I'm not saying it's like bad or anything, but I would say that in the first 4 to 5 episodes, I'm gonna say 4 episodes, it's finding its footing.
Okay.
And it very quickly gets on its feet after that. Because once you get involved with what the kind of themes it gets to explore, you're hooked. Like some of the best writing I've ever seen on TV happens in season 3.
Oh wow.
And there's great stuff as well. And some of the stuff that you, I think, might be looking for in this show will happen shortly after those 4 episodes. I'm thinking of when he actually, you might have heard of, what's his name? Herb Kazaz, right? Like he talks about at some point his comedy buddy, right? Okay. He's going to bump into him again in that first season. I'll just tell you right up. And that particular episode really spilled out what BoJack Horseman, the show, is willing to do to explore actual human dynamics.
Interesting.
Ironically, with a horse as the partner.
Well, I think one of the things where I get turned off is I love Will Arnett. The guy's hilarious. The first couple of seasons of Arrested Development are some amazing TV, and then
Arrested Development is so good. Yes, I've seen the first 3. I've seen only the 3 seasons.
You really only like stop after season 2 is what I say to people now who I want to recommend it to, is like this, and just pretend it got canceled and never revived, because the seasons they rebooted for Netflix were not very good in my opinion, but. His character, like Will Arnett always was playing that same character, right? Like and like BoJack Horseman felt like that, like the guy who's like the super narcissist is like kind of always the Will Arnett character, and I was like, I don't need another Will Arnett show like that. Like, can't he play anything else? So does he eventually go down an arc in BoJack? Like, does he get his comeuppance finally? Because that's kind of like
he absolutely has an arc.
Okay.
Absolutely. Even by the end of the first season, he has an arc. And and throughout the season, you're watching this person. Throughout each of the seasons, you're watching him like learn things, make mistakes, confront things, run away from things, have to face them. And one of the things that anybody who's watching BoJack Horseman or has seen BoJack Horseman knows that no decision, no thing that happens that show is left unaddressed.
Interesting. Okay. So it was a very well planned out show then.
Very well planned out.
Did it have a satisfying ending?
You have a very good memory.
You talked, because you brought it up after we talked about the rug pulled out from under it. Did it get the finale you wanted for it, or is it not over yet?
It is. It's over. It's done, and it's the ending it needed to be. It is I think it's the ending it needed, because there's a lot of ways it could have ended.
Right.
And I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any check boxes for it. I just wanted to see what they were going to do. I had no particular check boxes for it. I just went in saying what is going to happen at the end of the season, and I am satisfied. I had one thing I wanted to happen, and that did happen, and that was good. That's the one thing I had. And anybody watching it is going to get I would say people are rewarded for going through all the 6 seasons from the beginning to the end.
Okay, good to know. So let's bring this full circle. Let's bring this back to Sim Settlements too, because we're winding down here. We're getting the last few minutes. So if anybody has any last minute Jake things they want to hear, now's your shot. But what do you want to see like, what do you want to see out, without spoiling things you already know, but what do you want to see from Jake before we send him on his way? Because as everybody knows now, this is our last chapter. This is going to be our final farewell this year for Jake. So from what you recall of the story and, like, you know, your engagement with him, what do you want to see out of him so that we send this off in a good way? We don't want to disappoint folks. We want to make sure that when people think about the Sim Settlements 2 story and Jake's story in particular, that they think of it fondly and think that had a great ending.
I'm curious, and this is not me saying anything that should happen or anything, but just as a casual observer of the story going, I'd like to see Jake get really pissed off, like really pissed off. Like, this guy's always keeping his cool, and I haven't felt the need to blow the casket yet, you know, like, because he's even in his hardest moments, he's trying to maintain something. I want to know what it would take to just kind of send him off that deep end and see red for even just like a couple of seconds.
Okay, well, it's Sarik over here taking notes, like, okay, I'll I'll give you that moment. He was probably thinking you already hit your high note a couple of times when we had some pissed off moments, but sounds like you can go. Tom's got more range, is what he's saying, Sarik. Give him that opportunity. Yeah, that could be fun. And this is we're definitely heading in the direction where that would feel right for him to just blow it off, blow his handle and go. Well, that's not the phrase. Go off the deep end there with some anger.
Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Let's see here. So we've got Kez Daddy with I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna post it and let you play with it. Oops. And actually I have one for Sarik that I've got saved that he mentioned.
I know exactly what this is. I got this.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this?
Let's see here. And then so Sarik had said he's been waiting to see if you would say this. We can clip this for a trailer.
I'm Jake Evans, and Sim Settlements 2 is my favorite mod for Fallout.
I was trying to do like a car commercial thing. Like,
that's
I'm Jake Evans, and Sim Settlements 2 is my favorite mod. Like a car something. Are you sick and tired of mods that are not for Fallout? Well, I have one just for you. I'm Jake Evans, and Sim Settlements 2 is my favorite mod for Fallout. No, let me give a good one. Let me real good. I'm Jake Evans, and Sim Settlements 2 is my favorite mod for Fallout.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm trying to find. So, I was sent some people sent me some fan art, but it's pretty racy. Where I'm like, I don't know if I want to show Tom this. I don't want him to be.
Oh yeah, let's see. It's already here. Let me take a look.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna hold off on one because it's NSFW. Yeah, we'll go with the safer work ones. So here we go. So we've got
not safe for work of Jake.
Yeah. Rule 34. That's how we know you made it.
Oh, this is nice.
This is a nice one. Yeah, this one I can post up for people to see. I don't have to worry about anyone getting offended. There's some really so some of the stuff I've seen is less romancy stuff. There's a common thing that people fall in love with Jake. They love the character and they want to they're really into him. But there's some that's just cool art and that I've seen, and that was what I was hoping to show you, but nobody's sending it to me. Everyone's sending me Jake with their characters, which is great. I'm trying to find this one. There's one in particular that is jumping out in my mind where they so there's a part in chapter 2 where Jake talks about his past with his dad and the water plant, right? So we have in there a thing where he gives you, and I don't think the character ever speaks this. I think this is just something we have happen with notes and such, where he gives you some piece of equipment, a rebreather, which is like a mask that he would have used in the plant for whatever reason. And somebody did this really cool art with him wearing that, and I cannot find it for the life of me. It was one of the Adam Pack authors, Caillou Dong, did this really great piece. and I cannot find it for the life of me. But anyway, there's the other fan art that I have handy is very similar to the one that I just showed you. So I can continue to show it to you, or we can see if anybody else is remembering what I'm talking about some of these other pieces of art. I need to just start keeping a log of them, and I really should, because it's really cool to see fan art of fan art effectively of it's weird to me that, like, not weird in the art, but it's weird to me that people are so into this character they're making fan art of fan art, because SS2 is fan art for for Fallout. This is our love letter to Fallout. We wanted to make this, so it's
I'm looking at this one right here. Like, he's got this face where he's just like, I just want to like cuddle here and just kind of nuzzle your nose all night. I don't want to leave nowhere. Like it's very cute.
Lauren Woods, can I send some fan art, and how do I send it? You can, I'm trying to think of, how will you get it to me? You can find me on Discord. My username is KingGath, #3794, and I will relay it. All right, we've got another super chat from Philip Hermsmeyer. It looks, see, everybody now is just all into the love from Jake. Here you go.
You should be kissed, and often, and by someone who knows how.
Ooh. All right, so Rick just sent me some more here. Let's see here. So we've got some questions in general. So Choo Choo, any chance of actually getting Jake as a full companion in Chapter 3? It's a potential. It will be, a lot of it will depend on how much Tom is willing to record, because recording a companion is a lot of work. But it seems like you could just do this character in your sleep. So so it's a maybe. We'll say it's a maybe, Choo Choo.
Yeah, I sleep with the character. No, wait a minute.
All right, so I found the one somebody did of just like I was just like, oh, that is just a good piece of art right there.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Or I was just like, I would love to see like that. I love seeing stuff like this. We've got some of our internal artists have done some concept art, but this is just somebody else did this just because they were inspired to do it by the character.
I can see this on like a propaganda poster, like, only you can serve your settlement.
Oh yeah, you can see yeah, for sure, some propaganda worded verbiage on there would be great. But there's been quite a bit, and I just haven't been keeping track of it all, and I need to start, because I didn't expect it to be so much. Like, every time I see a piece of fan art, I'm like, oh, that's going to be the only one, and that's going to be the last one, because I don't, this is a weird space to be in, to be creating a fan project that's getting fan art. Oh, Lauren had something where I was like, nope, Lauren, ignore that. The first one you showed is mine. All right, so we've already got it. So I'm gonna make this thing. I'm gonna start keeping it. So if you got any of you guys out there, if you've got fan art, you're making it, feel free to tweet it at Sim Settlements if you're on there. Otherwise, send it to me on the forums. I'll start keeping track of it, and maybe we'll do another show and tell one day in the future, because it's very flattering to all of us on the team to see it. So love seeing this stuff, guys. All right, Tom. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for reading some effectively thirst tweets as Jake. Really appreciate it.
No, believe me, it's my pleasure to serve for my community.
I'm excited to tally all these up and see how much we're throwing over to that organization. Sounds like they got a great thing going on. Nice to be able to help some folks out tonight.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I'm not like directly involved with the organization or anything, but like I just saw them and I liked them, and I hope you guys just thank you for all your donations. Yeah, I could try and make a tweet telling them about however much we raised, and be like, yeah, thank you.
For sure. All right. Well, thanks again, Tom. I appreciate you coming on. This was fun talking with you. Really, really hilarious with all the Jake stuff. I would not be shocked if I catch myself doing a rewatch of this tomorrow just to hear some more of your Jake-isms, because some of them were really funny. But I'm excited just to get Chapter 3 going. We're wrapping up the writing for it. We've got the outline done. So you're probably a couple months off still from having scripts, because we got to finish it all off, and then I'm sure, as you're used to seeing, we get a lot of notes in there from the directors and everything. But yeah, we'll all hear lots more Jake later this year with Chapter 3. So thank you again, Tom. I cannot say it enough. Thank you for being a part of this project. You really took it up a notch.
You honor me tremendously, and I am genuinely appreciative to being a part of the project. So thank you for having me, and I definitely look forward to recording Chapter 3.
Fantastic. All right, you have a good night, everybody. I will see you next week, hopefully with another wonderful guest. And if not, you just get me, and so we'll play some more Fallout. So yeah, take care, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
See you, everybody. Have a good night.
A very good ending. Let's see here. Let me stop.